Kokomo, and Noblesville. John Herrick, 93, WIBC Mobile News.
Kids committing crimes is a serious problem for Fort Wayne Mayor Sharon Tucker, who yesterday awarded micro grants to 10 programs.
Fort Wayne is not unique. We're not unique in the increase in youth violence that we're seeing. It's happening across the country. Communities, large and small, are seeing an increase of young people having activities that we wish that they would not have.
Her office gave about $80,000 out yesterday, including a program that supports late-night basketball. Indiana University fired Jim Rodenbush after he refused to censor the homecoming edition of the student paper. He was the editor there. He and student editors have pushed back, raising concerns about censorship, and the newsroom is rallying around him, calling the firing a serious blow to student press freedom. I'm Ryan Hedrick on The Level, on the go, and at WIBC.com. Traffic and weather together in 1 minute on a Thursday morning. It's 6:04.
You ready to build your custom dream home? Check out Joyner Homes, based out of Greenfield. See one of their model homes in person anytime. It is a great way for you to experience the customization and quality of a Joyner Homes custom-built home. Plus, you can meet with a new home specialist to learn about their building process. Available lots if you don't already have one. Find out about floor plans and where they build. Model homes are open 7 days a week from noon to 5, and walk-ins are welcome. Find out more at joynerhomes.com.
Hey, Mr. C, it's me. Well, I just picked up the ring. I actually went to Hellsberg. Thanks for that recommendation. Kate's gonna love that hers is from the same jeweler you got Mrs. C's ring from. They were so helpful throughout the whole process. They even knew your family by name. And the ring looks great. Anyways, I just couldn't wait to let you guys know. Call me back and wish me luck.
Hellsberg, designed with care and craft since 1915. Shop in store or at hellsberg.com.
All right, northeast side, jackknife semi northbound 69 at 82nd Street, and 3 left lanes are blocked. I'm told the semi hit the interior and exterior barrier walls and came to a rest. And right now, traffic is backed up on northbound 465 going through Lawrence. Backed up in that exit lane to I-69. Same with Castleton, eastbound 465 coming into that I-69 on-ramp slowly after Allisonville Road. So this is going to be here in a minute, and this is going to cause some traffic disruptions big time on the northeast side. Again, it's a jackknife semi-trailer on northbound 69 shy of 82nd Street, and 3 left lanes are blocked. Plan accordingly. And then downtown, we have a stall southbound 6570 Washington Street. That's a stalled semi in the left lane. Traffic sponsored by Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield. They've teamed up with the Indiana Fever and Common Threads to provide local schools with information for nutritious meal preparation. Learn more at anthem.com/fever. Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield is the trade name of Anthem Insurance Companies Incorporated. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
Drew Narsutis, Wish TV meteorologist. What are we feeling?
Yeah, we're feeling pretty good to start things off. It might not look the nicest if you head outdoors early this morning, but shouldn't feel too bad. The clouds overhead here, at least in the Circle City, are going to keep us right around the 55 to 60 degree mark in the morning, giving way to plenty of sunshine in the afternoon, a high temperature maybe a degree or two above 70, and a light breeze out of the east, and we should be looking nice as well. Friday, by the weekend, some much-needed rain comes our way, although it looks like the first half, if not two-thirds, of Saturday will be dry. It's just the last half of the day.
That's Drew Narsutis right there. You heard him here by yourself. Wish TV meteorologist. Drew, thank you, man. Appreciate what you got going on for us there. 55 degrees in the American Standard Cooling Weather Center. The time is 6:07. No. There is a shutdown happening. I didn't think it was funny. Just not to laugh about something like that. It's actually kind of ridiculous. We're 16 days in. These guys can't figure out how to vote for a continuing resolution, how to create a budget. It's embarrassing stuff. But it isn't going to be ending anytime soon. Tony Katz at 93 WIBC. Good morning. What is going on? Everybody is locked in. Everybody is thinking they've got a good political opportunity in front of them. And as long as there's a good political opportunity in front of you, why should you worry about getting anything done? Oh, I'll play some Bernie Sanders for you. That'll be the popcorn moment. It'll just get you to fully understand exactly how much politics is involved here. You got to just have faith in me. And then there was this. This has nothing to do with Bernie Sanders, but this was a weird statement on CNN, which is not surprising. This was one of the commentators trying to make some racial point.
I'm a white woman that has lived in a red state my entire life. And I can tell you, when I'm around white people, they test the racist water. They test it on people like you all the time. And they'll try to say off-color things. I put my hand up. It absolutely happens. And you're fortunate that maybe you haven't experienced this.
Can I just say, literally this August, a white person said the N-word in front of me.
And the vice president.
If you want to argue that white people in red states say bigoted things, I can challenge that assertion. White people in all states say bigoted things. Wait for it. Black people in all states say bigoted things. Hispanic people in all states say bigoted things, and Asian people in all states say bigoted things. Gay people in all states say bigoted things. Straight people in all states say bigoted things. Trans people in all states. You know what? Leave that one right there. I'm just not going to bring that one up at all. What are we doing? Oh, is this because of these Republican staffers and others who were on this text chain and all these text messages because they were too dumb to know that you don't put out text messages like that? Yeah, they got fired. They should get fired. Defending them? For what reason? Oh, hey, Lieutenant Governor Micah Beckwith, how are you? Oh, don't worry. I'll get into that story. What J.D. Vance, the vice president, said, what Lieutenant Governor said, and how I expect the Lieutenant Governor's resignation on my desk before 7 a.m. It's a heck of a day, guys. Glad you're here. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning.
This is Gary Dick, a food production company moving into central Indiana at 632. Brought to you by IBJ's 2026 economic forecast presented by Fifth Third Bank. Thursday, November 13th. RSVP and reserve your corporate table at ibj.com/event.
Applied Innovation customer John Dennis, Director of Information Services at Memorial Healthcare, enjoys his Applied Innovation partnership.
It was one of the best decisions we've ever made by far here, because things just get done. There is no drama. There are no issues.
Applied Innovation has helped bring all printing in-house for your hospital and more than 25 additional locations.
We've grown into a state-of-the-art print shop over the past few years, and healthcare printing's a big deal. We print about 1 million pages a month here.
You also discovered Applied Innovation offered secure shredding services.
We took them up on it, and the feedback I got from our Director of Health Information Management is that's one of the best decisions she's ever made.
Ready to make one of your best decisions ever? Call Applied Innovation today, 800-521-0983, or visit appliedinnovation.com. Applied Innovation, office technology made simple from a partner you can trust. Applied Innovation, fast, friendly, amazing.
Comcast Business can help turn your small business into a connected, secure, modern business. It's how retailers become constantly connecting must-visit shops. How restaurants become reliably up and running neighborhood favorites. How healthcare offices become the data protecting caregivers that we all depend on. and how wealth management firms become cyber-securing guardians of your information. With reliable connectivity, enhanced cybersecurity, and Wi-Fi backup, your business can stay connected and get threat-ready with Comcast Business, powering possibilities.
Get started with our reliable business internet. Plus, stay connected when you add Wi-Fi backup for just $35 a month. And ask about a $400 prepaid card on a qualifying gig bundle. Call today. Restrictions apply. Wireless Connect requires business internet for additional monthly charge. Taxes and other fees extra. Prepaid card offer ends 11/16/25.
Join me for some bourbon at Kilroy's Broad Ripple on Tuesday, October 21st for bourbon, barbecue, and breadsticks. You can get a 3-pour premium bourbon tasting. You can even get a bottle of Kilroy's Blanton's Gold, their own private barrel selection, and the complete barbecue and breadstick buffet. And me, I will be there Tuesday, October 21st. This is Kilroy's Broad Ripple. Get your tickets at the link on their Facebook page. From 7 to 10 p.m. Tuesday, October 21st, it's bourbon, barbecue, and breadsticks at Kilroy's Broad Ripple. Get your tickets on their Facebook page.
At Puccini's, we think less screen time and more quality mealtime is the better way. Eat, talk, and dine with less blue light glaring or talking heads blaring while enjoying great food at a reasonable price is the Puccini's way. Dine in for hot, delicious food prepared fresh and to your liking. If you need anything, we're right there so you'll leave full and happy. We have delivery options and carryout, but let's start dining in together again the way we all used to enjoy so much.
Puccini's Pizza, Pasta, Puccini's.
Traffic on the 5s. Matt Bear, what are you doing?
It's the northeast side where we have a jackknife semi-trailer in a really bad spot. It's northbound 69 after 82nd Street, and right now 3 left lanes are blocked. And this stops traffic back to I-69 interchange and onto northbound 465 in Lawrence, so we have a delay if you're trying to peel off to northbound 69. And eastbound 465 is stopped exiting to I-69, stopped after Allisonville Road over to the 69 interchange. What happened is the semi hit a barrier wall, then hit the other barrier wall, so they're going to have to fix those as well, maybe this afternoon. But lots of problems on the northeast side. I would plan a reroute if you're using that northbound 69 interchange and going up to Fishers here this morning. Also downtown, this is a stalled semi. It's southbound 6570 in Washington, blocking the left lane. Traffic sponsored by Staples. Have you heard the Staples Easy button is back with even more easy? Press it for custom print shipping services, even passport photos. Staples, that was easy. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
55 degrees in the American Standard Cooling Weather Center. The time is 6:15.
Let's go!
You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You've still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and help strengthen your immune response. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Schedule in minutes at vaxassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
When you bundle renters and auto with Progressive, you can save while protecting your most valuable possessions, like your really expensive limited edition sneakers and your new suit for your cousin's wedding. Except you never actually bought the suit because you can't stop buying sneakers. So you show up to the wedding looking like you're going grocery shopping. But hey, at least your sneakers will look good in the pictures, until you're cropped out of every last one of them. So go ahead and get Progressive, so you can save while protecting the things that matter to you. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
The Attorney General's Unclaimed Property Division has over $800 million just waiting to be claimed. Text Tony Katz to 46220 or visit indianaunclaimed.gov to claim yours today.
Inside Indiana Business Radio, the news you need to get ahead. Indiana's business news leader, weekdays at 6:32 a.m. and 5:56 p.m. on WIBC.
Are you considering options? Are you considering strikes on land?
Well, I don't want to tell you exactly, but we are certainly looking at land now because we've got the sea very well under control. We've had a couple of days where there isn't a boat to be found. And that I view that as a good thing, not a bad thing. But we had tremendous amounts coming in by boats, by very expensive boats. You know, they have a lot of money, very fast, very expensive boats that were pretty big. And the way you look at it is every boat that we knock out, we save 25,000 American lives. So every time you see a boat and you feel badly, you say, wow, that's rough. It is rough, but if you lose 3 people and save 25,000 people, these are people that are killing our population.
Now, I don't have anything that backs up that number, but I don't have a position to say, well, that number is not true either. Is that a official position based on the drugs that are brought in, an average amount of drugs, how many people those drugs can kill? If asked if I have an issue with the taking out of the drug boats, I don't. And I find it, I'm finding a hard time with the argument of Senator Rand Paul in discussing the due process of Venezuelans drug running. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. Good to be with you. If the argument is you're not 100% sure that the boat is nothing more than Schrodinger's cat, okay, it's an interesting argument. But it's equally making the argument that we don't have intelligence that we have. If you wanted to argue that you don't trust the intelligence, well, then we have a whole nother problem. Not trusting intel has become easier and easier to do. And the intel community has made it easier and easier to do that. I'm not sure if I'm in there on this subject in this case. But this is all about Venezuela. And I had somebody reach out to me. Are we at war with Venezuela? Well, officially, no. And if we want to argue, as the president has, that we are in some level of international conflict, this was a statement that was made by the president a few months back, then Congress has every right to say, whoa, you have to come to us because now we're in a war action. And if we're going to be declaring war on Venezuela, you have to ask us to declare war, and we have to be the ones who decide to do it, not you. And that's correct. But yesterday, in one of the weirder statements I've ever heard from President Trump, he confirmed CIA activity.
Curious, why did you authorize the CIA to go into Venezuela? And is there more information you can share about these strikes on the alleged
Well, I can't do that, but I authorize for 2 reasons, really. Number one, they have emptied their prisons into the United States of America. They came in through the, they came in through the border. They came in because we had an open border policy. And as soon as I heard that, I said, a lot of these countries, they're not the only country, but they're the worst abuser. And they've entered they've allowed thousands and thousands of prisoners, mental institution, people from mental institutions, insane asylums, emptied out into the United States. We're bringing them back. But that's a really bad, and they did it at a level that probably not, many countries have done it, but not like Venezuela. They were.
Now, there's no doubt that these places, and Venezuela among them, Nicolas Maduro is a thug. Nicolas Maduro needs to be removed. Nicolas Maduro does not engage fair elections. Anybody who would trust Nicolas Maduro would probably be somebody who is a Democrat high-ranking in Congress right now. But why in the world would you confirm CIA activity in Venezuela? Now, we have another problem. Can you name a time in the past 10, 20, 30, 40 years where the CIA has been right, where they've gotten it done, where they've been well accomplished? Oh, don't worry. They'll take me out for saying such things, but it is true. I don't know, maybe it's a new day under John Ratcliffe at the CIA. But why would you ever admit it? You could argue, Tony, he's playing 4D chess. Maybe, or he only thinks he's playing 4D chess, and actually he's in a fever dream. I don't know why you would admit it. I am at a total loss, guys, as to why he would confirm it. It could be that information had been out. It could be that information got leaked. Who are you going to fire? But are we at war with Venezuela is a very interesting question. And more it seems like we're heading in that direction. You could argue what it more seems like is, I don't know if we're at war with Venezuela, because how could Venezuela really hurt us outside of the drug war that we're in? But we certainly seem to be in the business of screwing with them to get them to stop. We're in the business of hurting them and hurting them very badly. We're in the business of ending their nonsense. Someone could make that argument. Is there a movement? Is there action? Is there repeated action? Is there proactive action? Yes. And once you see that, don't be surprised when Congress says, you need to come to us. This Constitution thing really does matter. And then you get to the Argentina story. And it is absolutely acceptable to say, I'm not liking what's happening here. This is a currency swap to help Argentina. You bring in Milei, you had incredible things done with austerity. You brought the inflation down massively, but they still have issues. So what Trump is trying to do is help them through and build out a more stable partnership with a South American nation. Don't forget the geopolitics that are at play here. So what a currency swap is, as I understand it, is we'll take Argentinian pesos. They'll get U.S. dollars. We don't really do this very often. We certainly don't do it with unstable nations. With American dollars now, they can buy things. The problem is they're buying things from China. And they're selling things to China like soybeans, which, well, that's our business. But the Chinese have been able to buy a lot of land, and they're now getting the soybeans, and they're selling soybeans. So here we are taking Argentinian pesos that don't really have a value, giving American dollars, which absolutely have a value. Those dollars are being used in China, which, of course, is an enemy of ours, and we're left holding the bag. Why would we do it? That is a legitimate conversation. It's not anti-Trump. It's not, oh, that's a Democratic talking point. It's economics and math. And one math that can be used is that we are taking a proactive step in building the relationship with Argentina and making sure we have friends in South America. You mean we're buying friends? We're buying hegemonic dominance. I don't know why this is somehow new or shocking. It's been American foreign policy since we went about rebuilding Germany. Which brings about a whole nother conversation. I thought this was the stuff Trump doesn't do. Now this is the stuff Trump is doing. We're proactively going after people. We're buying influence. This is a Magaville question to answer. As a matter of policy, we could discuss its value. I hate to tell you that I think there is some. I'll get into it on Tony Katz today. Right now, Matt Baer has traffic. What's up, Matthew?
All right, just dropped a couple of seconds ago, Tony. This exit ramp from northbound 465 to northbound 69 is now closed because of this jackknife semi-trailer, okay? And we do have a backup in those exit lanes back to Fall Creek, not quite to East 56th Street at the moment. But yeah, northbound 69. It does have a jackknife semi-trailer at 82nd Street. 3 left lanes are blocked. It tagged both of the barrier walls, so cleanup's going to take a minute. They're going to have to repair those barrier walls sometime either today or over the weekend. But for now, right now, the exit from northbound 465 to northbound 69 is shut down. If you try to get in from eastbound, that is backed up from the interchange almost to Allisonville Road, so the whole area is a mess. If I'm trying to get to Fishers this morning from Indianapolis, I would consider using Allisonville Road, maybe Hague. Downtown northbound 6570 Washington, stalled semi in the left lane, slow to Fletcher. Traffic sponsored by Indy Decorative Concrete. Transform your backyard this fall with Indy Decorative Concrete. Get a free outdoor furniture set with their best stamped concrete patio package. Hurry, offer ends November 1st. Visit IndyDecorativeConcrete.com for details. I'm Matt Baer with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
BMW, Mercedes-Benz, VW, Audi, Mini, Porsche. Names that mean quality, performance, and usually a dreadful service experience. You know you can't take your car just anywhere, but you may not know you can get the same quality service and parts without going to a dealership. Enter Auto House Merkel. Everything from routine service to performance tuning is handled with care by technicians who specialize in German vehicles, using only OEM parts or equivalent at a lower cost and less hassle than the dealership. Book service now at AutohouseMerkel.com.
The weather's brought fall color to Sundown Gardens. A great fresh selection of container trees has just arrived. The nursery staff at Sundown Gardens is ready to help you get all of your fall plantings done. And while you're there, shop all the season sales. 20% off interior fall decor, 50% off pottery, and some nursery selection is up to 50% off. The Garden Center has a great selection of local grown mums, pumpkins, and more. Sundown Gardens on the corner of 186th Street and Spring Mill Road in Westfield, sundown.gardens.com.
Fall in Indiana is prep season, the smart time to get your home ready before the temperatures drop and the snow gets here. Because here's the truth. Roof, siding, gutter, and window problems don't fix themselves. One missing shingle turns into a bad leak. Clogged gutters lead to ice dams. And drafty siding or bad insulation means sky-high heating bills all winter long. That's why you need Moss Roofing. Family-owned right here in Indiana for over 30 years, Moss Roofing gives you a free, no-obligation inspection. They'll spot problems now, before the cold settles in, so you're not scrambling in January. And here's a bonus. Thanks to new energy tax credits and Indiana Energy Saver rebates, you can save big on insulation and efficiency upgrades. That's money back in your pocket while protecting your home. So don't wait. Call Moss Roofing today at 317-747-3665. Tell them Tony Katz sent you. 317-747-3665. Moss Roofing, 747-3665, or online at mossroofing.com. Get your home winter ready this fall with people you can trust. mossroofing.com, every shingle time.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
A debate in the Big Apple. Clear radar, 58 degrees in downtown Indianapolis, going up to 71. I'm Ryan Hedrick. Here's what's trending at 6:30. Tonight, the three main candidates in the New York City mayor race, Democrat Zoran Mondani, Republican Curtis Sliwa, and Independent Andrew Cuomo will face off in a debate.
Current frontrunner Democrat Zoran Mondani took aim at ex-New York Governor Andrew Cuomo, the independent in the race, telling Fox's Martha McCallum he wants voters to see for whom he believes Cuomo is running.
Frankly, I wish it was more like NASCAR, so New Yorkers could see the billionaires that were sponsoring him right on his suit jacket.
Republican Curtis Sliwa will also be on the stage, but Cuomo said he thinks voters already know it's not a choice of three candidates.
I think it is a two-man race.
It's Fox's Gernal Scott reporting. Congress voted for the 9th time yesterday on a bill to fund the government, but the measure failed, and the shutdown continues. Texas Senator Ted Cruz telling Fox News that Republicans have done their part.
Republicans voted over and over and over again to reopen the government. The Democrats voted no. The government, I believe, will stay shut down at least for another week.
It is day number 16 of the government shutdown, and a nationwide rally called the No Kings Rally is scheduled this weekend to bring attention to the Trump administration and for Democrats to blame everything on Trump. A Milwaukee Brewers fan lost her job over comments that she made to an LA Dodgers fan at a game.
Ricardo Fasano says he recorded this.
I'm sorry.
You know what? Let's call ICE.
Call ICE. Call ICE. I'm a U.S. citizen. We're veteran, baby girl. We're veteran. 2 wars. ICE is not going to do nothing to me.
He says her words didn't settle in until later. Fox 6 has learned the woman is Shannon Kobylarczyk. Make-A-Wish Wisconsin confirmed she resigned from her position on their board effective immediately. The State Bar of Wisconsin showed she worked as an attorney for Manpower Group. Wednesday, the company commented on Fasano's Instagram post showing the video that she's no longer an employee after an internal investigation.
That's Fox 6 Milwaukee's Sam Kramer reporting. I'm Ryan Hedrick on the level, on the go, and at WIBC.com. You have traffic, weather, and sports together in 3 minutes. It's 6:32.
This is Inside Indiana Business Radio. I'm Gary Dick. Georgia-based Sugar Foods Corporation plans to open a food production and distribution facility next year in the Mount Comfort Logistics Center in Hancock County. The company eventually plans to employ more than 100 workers at that facility with an average wage of $63,000 annually. Germany-based Freudenberg Filtration Technologies has announced plans to close its facility in LaPorte, a move affecting 173 employees. In a notice to the state, the company says it is relocating operations to its new facility in Lebanon, which is slated to open later this year. Hundreds of professional chefs and home cooks from around the world are flocking to the Indiana State Fairgrounds beginning today for the World Food Championships. 300 teams will compete for the title of World Food Champion and a share of $450,000 in prize money. Culinary Crossroads founder Larry Dickerson says it's a chance for Indiana to shine.
We want to have a launch pad. What could be better than to bring this competition? Right there, we get a chance to highlight our people, products, and places. And even equally important, if not more important, think about those 1,300 to 1,500 competitors, all their sponsors coming in here, hearing that narrative, being educated on what we have, and then they go out and spread the word around the world.
From the state's #1 source for Indiana business news, you're listening to Inside Indiana Business Radio.
Today, you either innovate or evaporate. We are accelerating the pursuit of progress, from the foods we eat to the heights we soar, because this is Indiana, the innovation capital of the world. We rally visionaries across industries, investing connections as much as capital, and fuel our founders from dorm room to boardroom. Fuel your innovation with Elevate Ventures. Visit elevateventures.com.
Our Innovate Indiana series is on the move in October. Join us for Innovate Southern Indiana in New Albany, October 1st. Innovate South Bend Elkhart in South Bend, October 14th. And Innovate South Central Indiana in Bloomington, October 24th. The Innovate series is presented by Indiana University and Old National Bank. Each location will feature a powerful afternoon of ideas, innovation, and insight. And what's next for each region. RSVP now at ibj.com/innovate. The city of Hammond is investing $22.5 million for what it says will be a complete renovation of the Renaissance Towers and apartment complex. It will cover the complete rehabilitation of 450 housing units, including 2 senior towers and 12 family buildings. The city of Crown Point has christened the $1.8 million Crown Point Skate Park. That park, located on the south side of the Crown Point Sportsplex, was built with the help of a $1 million grant from the Dean and Barbara White Family Foundation. This is Gary Dick for 93 WIBC.
This interchange, I-69, 465 on the northeast side is as bad as it gets. We have a jackknife semi-trailer on northbound 69 after East 82nd Street, and all lanes are now closed because of this jackknife semi-trailer. It hit one wall, then hit the other barrier wall, and you're going to have to fix those, and that's probably going to happen later in the day. But right now, everything is shut down in that northbound corridor after East 82nd Street. In addition, if you're coming up from Lawrence this morning and planning on exiting from northbound 465 to northbound 69, that ramp just shut down to limit traffic into the area. I'm also told that we have a stalled semi in that area that's botching things up here at the moment. Traffic is stopped on northbound 465 back to East 56th Street, so you have a delay as you try to peel off the closed exit ramp, and also eastbound 465 jammed after Allisonville Road to I-69 as people are trying to exit to northbound 69 from that eastbound direction, which you can still do. It's just going to take an extra minute. So again, northbound 69 now closed after East 82nd Street. The exit ramp from northbound 465 to northbound 69 closed as well. Downtown, it's a stalled semi. Northbound 65, 70 Washington Street, left lane is blocked. Traffic is jammed back to Raymond. Eastbound 70 now coming in slowly from Meridian Street. Traffic sponsored by Indy Decorative Concrete. Transform your backyard this fall with Indy Decorative Concrete. Get a free outdoor furniture set with their best stamped concrete patio package. Hurry! Offer ends November 1st. Visit IndyDecorativeConcrete.com for details. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
55 degrees in the American Standard Cooling Weather Center. The time is 6:37. A check on sports. And Ryan Hedrick, what's going on?
Tony, good morning. The Indianapolis Colts are 5-1 and on top of the football world. Well, okay, just the AFC South. Head coach Shane Steichen says their early season success comes from sticking to their system and believing in it.
It's not chasing the results, it's chasing improvement. And that's what we're after every day, is chasing the improvement of getting better and not worrying about tomorrow, but we're worrying about here and right now.
And he says he's hoping the team's prep pays off with stronger defense on third downs.
Just like our offense in the red zone. It was like, why are we struggling early in the red zone? I don't know. We had some penalties, and Now we've been pretty good in the red zone. Each week's different, you know what I mean? You're going to have good games. You're going to have games where you improve on certain situations, and you work through that process.
And Indy plays the LA Chargers in LA Sunday at 4:05. Third-ranked IU this weekend plays Michigan State for homecoming weekend. And in the ALCS, the Toronto Blue Jays crush the Seattle Mariners 13-4, but Seattle still leads that series 2-1. Game 4 tonight. Sports brought to you by Ball State Athletics. I'm Ryan Hedrick on the level, on the go, and at WIBC.com.
Fall is in full swing at Wilson Farm Market. Bright mums, pumpkins, and gourds are waiting to bring color to your porch and table. Enjoy a fresh apple cider slush or Wilson's famous peach cider slush. The taste of fall in every sip. Inside, the ovens are busy with breads, pies, and treats you'll smell the moment you walk in. Hungry yet? Grab some crispy fried chicken or stop by the deli, salad bar, and cheese counter for easy meals to take home. Wilson Farm Market, right off US 31, just north of Westfield. Your fall favorites all in one stop.
Whether it's the good food or the friendly mood, you can count on Indiana to never lose when it comes to tailgating. And we want to see you at every game. That's why Hubler's got you covered with the best warranty around. So kick off the season in a Hubler quality pre-owned vehicle. Right now, you can buy with zero down. Choose from over 2,000 cars, trucks, and SUVs. Plus, every Hubler Q-certified vehicle is covered by a 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty. Includes a 128-point vehicle inspection and a free Carfax history report. We'll pay top dollar for your trade. Bring Hubler your old car for an immediate appraisal. Zero down delivers. And Hubler's got you covered for 100,000 miles.
Hubler's got you covered.
Visit drivehubler.com or any of our 13 convenient locations.
Cover me.
Select models, approved credit. Warranty on select models less than 9 years old.
Transform your backyard this fall with Indy Decorative Concrete. Get a free outdoor furniture set with their best stamped concrete patio package. Hurry, offer ends November 1st. Visit IndyDecorativeConcrete.com for details.
It's one of those days where there is so much, having 6 hours is not enough. Tony Katz at 93 WIBC. Good morning. And of course, catch me again at noon on the syndicated Tony Katz Today as we are growing that show. Matt Baer has been following this traffic issue, and that is going to be leading our day. He will have that traffic update for you on the 5s. So we will get to that. You have the Attorney General, Todd Rokita, who was on the show on Tuesday, talking about illegal immigration and called out specifically State Senator Liz Brown for failing to support a piece of legislation by not allowing a hearing in the Judiciary Committee. State Senator Liz Brown was on the show yesterday saying that bill was no good. She doesn't regret not holding a hearing at all, and then claimed that she had reached out to get information and the Office of the Attorney General never responded. Well, Todd Rokita brought receipts, and I will have that for you at 7:06, including a statement from Liz Brown, the state senator. Senator Jim Banks is weighing in. Oh, good Lord. All I was doing was trying to get information. There's a story here, and I will bring it to you. Matt will have the traffic update in just over 3 minutes. Some big issues out there on the roads. You're going to want to listen to Matt. Follow him, Matt in Traffic, on the Twitter X, and get the information. Keep it right here. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning.
Without an Advent clinic nearby, people suffering needlessly from chronic nasal congestion and sinus infections would be stuck with either Band-Aid or sledgehammer solutions. Band-Aids are pills or nasal sprays, and they're not true solutions. Surgery is a sledgehammer, and that's what we're trying to avoid. Because most people don't need surgery for nose and sinus issues, nor do they want a 14-day recovery. Our unique Advent approach can, in 20 minutes in our office, open your blocked nose for good, with only 1 day recovery. I'm Advent founder Dr. Kandula. Outside of Advent's 4 walls, invasive surgery is what they'll recommend. But here you will find effective and convenient in-office solutions to help you stop the need for Band-Aids and avoid the sledgehammer.
Go to adventknows.com to schedule your appointment, because Advent knows when you breathe well, you live better. Most insurance accepted.
Enough is enough. Governor Braun said he would listen to Hoosiers and stand up to Washington's plans to rig our maps. But now, those Washington insiders are coming to Indiana to finish the job. Unless we can stop them, we want our votes to count, our voices to be heard, and for lawmakers and Governor Braun to focus on issues that matter to us. Utility bills, inflation, taxes. Keep standing strong against redistricting at playfairindiana.com. Paid for by Indiana Conservation Voters.
Welcome to Tire Discounters. Oh, hiya, Phantom.
Mike, you may be in big trouble with Chip Wood.
Our owner?
Free oil changes along with alignment?
On any 4-tire purchase.
And Goodyear's up to $200 off?
Yeah.
Sorry, Mike, but I'm telling.
But the Wood family is behind all this.
Oh, those rascals.
But don't tell the accountants.
Of course not. And what do they do again?
Buy any set of 4 tires at Tire Discounters and get a free alignment and oil change. Make them Goodyear's and save up to $200 more. See store for details.
Let's go! You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and help strengthen your immune response. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Schedule in minutes at vaxassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
An official message from Medicare.
Medicare plans change from one year to the next. And this year, it's important for you to review your current coverage and compare all your options during Medicare open enrollment. Compare health plans, drug coverage, and costs. See if you can save some money, and don't forget to make sure your drugs are covered. Open enrollment ends December 7th. Visit Medicare.gov or call 1-800-MEDICARE.
Paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
Don't wait to hear it from someone else.
I says, oh yeah? And she says, yeah, is right.
The WIBC Daily Newsletter brings you the headlines, videos, and moments everyone will be talking about next.
Traffic on the 5s, big things happening. Matt Bear, take your time. Give it to us every last bit.
Yeah, Tony, on the northeast side, this I-469, I-69 interchange is completely trashed right now. We have a jackknife semi-trailer on northbound 69, north of East 82nd Street, tagged. One barrier wall hit the other, and then it jackknifed. And this has closed northbound 69 at East 82nd Street. That's where we're pushing right now with traffic stopped. Back to that I-465 interchange. In addition, the ramp northbound 465 to northbound 69 has been closed to limit traffic into that area. I'm also told we have a stall in that delay, so they shut down the exit ramp from northbound 465 to northbound 69. If you're trying to exit to I-69 through Lawrence this morning, northbound is backed up almost to Penn Pike, so that's going to be a hell of a delay. The ramp from eastbound 465 to northbound 69 is open at the moment, not doing us a lot of good because the interstate is closed, but for some reason they left that ramp open. Keep that in mind. We do have stopped traffic from Allisonville Road over to I-69. It's a jackknife semi-trailer. They're going to have to repair the barrier walls maybe sometime today, maybe over the weekend, but that's going to be a thing. We'll keep you up to date at that. But right now, I would consider maybe using Hague Road, Allisonville Road, anything that's not called 465 or I-69 to get up to Fishers this morning. I'm definitely planning a reroute. You can message at Matt in Traffic. We'll help you out here. Hey, the stall cleared at downtown, northbound 6570 of Washington Street. Still slow before Raymond into the South Split and eastbound 70 stop and go from West Street into the South Split. Traffic sponsored by Indy Decorative Concrete. Transform your backyard this fall with Indy Decorative Concrete. Get a free outdoor furniture set with their best stamped concrete patio package. Hurry, offer ends November 1st. Visit IndyDecorativeConcrete.com for details. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
Matt, take a quick breather for a second. That was a tremendous amount. No matter where you're turning, there's an issue. If you could, in an elevator kind of pitch in 30 seconds, the hot spots of what you were discussing And make sure you're following Matt on Twitter X at Matt in Traffic, because he'll have the updates there as well. Just as a matter of recap, because I don't know if everybody was able to catch everything. What are the areas you're looking at?
Northeast side, northbound 69 closed after 82nd Street because of a jackknife semi-trailer. Stopped to 465. Northeast side, the exit ramp from northbound 465 to northbound 69 is also closed. That has the exit lanes backed up to East 56th Street. The ramp from eastbound 465 to northbound 69 is open, but we're not going anywhere because traffic is stopped to Allisonville Road. There it is.
Stay home.
Yeah.
Good God, man.
Yeah.
There are days where things are happening, right? And there are days where things are heavier. And then there's this, and you're like, this is just... I feel we are going to entertain you in ways in your car like you cannot believe. If you have snacks, share them with the person next to you.
I want to add a caveat here, Tony. This is a construction zone, which exasperates cleanup a lot of the times. It's the Clear Path construction zone where they're remodeling the 465-69 interchange. This work's supposed to be done at the end of the year. No matter. It's just a tough place to drive right now. So please be careful, whatever you might be doing on your reroute.
Is it going to be remodeled in a way where you're like, my God, that looks amazing? Or is it going to be remodeled in a way that it looks like Jennifer Grey's face? And like, don't I know you?
Harsh. Really harsh. There are going to be marble floors on the interstates is what it's going to be. No, it's just basically they're redesigning the interchange so we can enter and exit I-69 a whole lot easier. That's the plan, and when it's done, we'll see how that happens. But there's a lot going on up there. This is also the speed camera zone too, so it's a tough zone to drive in. Lots of braking and lots of speeding up, and then you have the construction, and now you have the jackknife semi-trailer. So lots of moving parts to this one.
We will have more from Matt Bear in just over 4 minutes. Keep it here, Matt Bear, Matt in Traffic on the Twitter X. I appreciate it. 56 degrees in the American Standard Cooling Weather Center. The time is 6:50.
How do you think this shutdown reflects on Chuck Schumer's leadership?
Well, I think it reflects more on Mike Johnson's leadership and President Trump's leadership. This is a leadership which said it's okay to give well, how do you feel? You tell me. Think it's a good idea to give $1 trillion in tax breaks to the richest people in the country and then make massive cuts to health care for working class people?
I think Chuck Schumer has voted for continuing resolutions 13 times in the last 4 years, and he has the opportunity to vote for one again, but he's refusing to come to the table.
I think, look.
That was a questioner on CNN. That's town hall with Bernie Sanders and Ocasio-Cortez. I think that, first of all, well done. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. I think the story is, notice again, Bernie Sanders doesn't answer questions. And for the first time ever, don't get me wrong, he's always looked old. He looks terrible. He almost, like in the videos I'm seeing, he looks like he had work done. It's very strange. But Bernie's day is come and gone. People see through it. It's a fraud. Now, not enough. There are way too many young people who still buy into this nonsense. Young people doing very dumb things, and young people being people into their 30s. Which brings us to the story we discussed yesterday. This story from Politico, and my God, look what these Republicans are texting. Young Republicans this, young Republicans that, all sorts of nonsense and racist this and Hitler that and Jews this, and it's gross. And the correct answer is it's gross. People are all over J.D. Vance because what J.D. Vance, the vice president, said is, I'm not going to clutch my pearls over this stuff. I'm not going to be a part of that. He has an argument to make that if this group chat offends you, but here is Jay Jones, the attorney general candidate, Democrat in Virginia, who said he wanted to kill the Republican Speaker of the House in Virginia and kill that guy's kids. And no one calls for him to resign. Sorry, I'm not going to pay attention to you. If you cannot recognize that these 20-plus-year-olds, 30-plus-year-olds are fools, and you shouldn't have them working for you, and they got to take some time away from it all. If you can't say that's wrong, I don't know what's wrong with you. Which brings us to Micah Beckwith, the lieutenant governor of Indiana, who wrote, if you actually read that Politico hit piece, it's laughable let me read it again. I don't want to get it wrong. If you actually read that Politico hit piece, it's laughable how out of context everything is. The, quote, I love Hitler, unquote, comment, question mark, pure sarcasm, and they know it. Yet Politico splashes it in the headline, and some quote-unquote conservatives still rush to apologize like clockwork. Wake up. Stop falling for the left's media traps. These smear campaigns aren't journalism. They're propaganda designed to divide us. Everything you say and everything you text will be used against you. And yes, they will use things in context, and they will absolutely use things out of context. The correct answer, Lieutenant Governor, is these guys were wrong. A lot of them made their bosses look bad. A lot of them made themselves look bad. A lot of them made us look bad because they're wrong and they're morons. And they deserve to lose their jobs, and they can get jobs other places, and they can learn from this and come back from this. But if we're not people who notice this is just ridiculous, how in the world do you have the conversation about the Attorney General candidate in Virginia? Pure sarcasm? Your problem, Lieutenant Governor Beckwith, is that you think you're Donald Trump tough, and I don't think you're Donald Trump's hairpiece. So, I stated on this show that your political career is over a month ago. Before 7 a.m., hand in your resignation. You're just not good at this. You missed the messaging here in ways that cannot be comprehended. Matt Baer has got traffic.
Northeast side, this I-69, I-465 interchange is totally stopped right now in a place to avoid. We have a jackknife semi-trailer on northbound 69 at East 82nd Street. And right now, the interstate is completely closed with traffic stop back to 465. In addition, they've shut down the exit ramp from northbound 465 to northbound 69 to limit traffic in the area. Right now, those exit lanes 269 backed up all the way to Penn Pike. I am rerouting this morning, maybe Allisonville Road. Traffic sponsored by Indy Decorative Concrete. Transform your backyard this fall with Indy Decorative Concrete. Get a free outdoor furniture set with their best stamped concrete patio package. Hurry. Offer ends November 1st. Visit IndyDecorativeConcrete.com for details. Matt Baer at WIBC Traffic.
So October is here. I've got peace of mind with my Window Nation windows that the hot air is going to stay in my house and the cold air is going to stay out. You can eliminate annoying drafts once and for all with top quality replacement windows from Window Nation, just like I did. And they got an awesome deal right now going on at windownation.com.
Window Nation has an A-plus rating from the Better Business Bureau, and they send the best of the best out to your house. All of their experts have multiple years' experience. And Window Nation windows come with a lifetime warranty. So schedule a fast and free estimate right now with Window Nation. And now through October 31st, buy 2 windows, get 2 for free. And you don't pay anything for 2 years. 866-90-NATION or go online to windownation.com. Tell them Hammer and Nigel sent you.
Well, the Fed just sounded the alarm. The stock market is dangerously overvalued. And if your retirement savings are tied up in the market, this could be the smart time to protect and grow your savings outside of Wall Street. Hey, one option gives you a 20% upfront bonus. It's got a competitive return that's averaged 10% annually for the last 10 years.
So here's the simple math. If you invest $200,000, you get an upfront $40,000 bonus. That's $240,000. That $240,000 could earn 10% or $24,000 in the first 12 months. So in the first year, that original $200,000 could grow to $264,000. Get all the information from Bill Demery, your retirement guy. Call 317-648-5120. That's 317-648-5120. 648-5120. Bill Demery, your retirement guy.
Everybody knows Hubler's got the best warranty around. 10 years, 200,000 miles. But did you know? Now you can get that same limited powertrain warranty on new Toyotas. Introducing the all-new Hubler Toyota. Get grand opening savings all month long. And right now, lease a new 2025 RAV4, just $349 per month. Or a new Tacoma, $289 per month. Plus, choose from Camrys, Corollas, Highlanders, Tundras, and more.
Hubler's got you covered.
At the all-new Hubler Toyota on US 31 South in Indianapolis. Visit HublerToyota.com. Grand opening savings and the best warranty around. 10 years, 200,000 miles.
Cover me!
Select models, approved credit, plus tax tag title license, 249 dealer doc, RAV4 model 4432, Tacoma model 7540, 36 months, $29.99 due, zero security, 10,000 annual miles, 15 cents per mile thereafter, expires 11/2.
Okay, we are running a car drive right now to help veterans all across America. So if you have an old car, truck, or van, even a motorcycle or an RV sitting around, you can right now give it away and help the vets. They really need your help. And your car will help support the vets and their families. And guess what? You even get a tax donation. Plus, we'll even come and pick up your car for free. And all you've got to do is pick up your phone right now and make a free call. Now is the perfect time to do something good for the vets. Give back to the vets right now for all they've done for this country. And your old car can really help them. So call the Veterans Car Donation Program right now for free pickup of your vehicle. Help the vets and help your taxes at the same time. Call right now.
800-883-3024. 800-883-3024. 800-883-3024. That's 800-883-3024.
Coming up in 2 minutes from the Technology Recycler Studios, what's causing delays on several area highways this morning, what forecasters are saying about wind and rain chances this weekend, and what the Indiana Pacers head coach is saying ahead of their season opener next week after Fox News. You're listening to 93 WIBC, WIBC HD1 Indianapolis on a Thursday morning. It's 7 o'clock.
Much of the government is closed for a 16th day. I'm Dave Anthony, Fox News.
This is a Democrat Schumer shutdown. And he's trying to do it to get relevance back into the party because he's a loser.
President Trump and Republicans blame the Senate's minority leader as vote after vote to fund the government fails. Democrats keep demanding provisions to prevent looming cuts to Obamacare subsidies for many Americans. Independent Senator Bernie Sanders told a CNN town hall.
If Trump wins this fight, our healthcare system could well collapse and tens of thousands of people could die every single year.
Hamas has turned over the bodies of 2 more dead hostages to Israel. It's up to 9 so far. 19 more still not returned as the Gaza ceasefire agreement calls for. Hamas says it's all they can find. President Trump says the search continues.
It's a gruesome process. I almost hate to talk about it, but they're digging.
Now, the U.S. operation to stop drug trafficking out of Venezuela is intensifying. U.S. Ambassador to the UN, Mike Waltz, just told Fox.
These are designated terrorist gangs. And President Trump is going to do whatever it takes.
After military strikes took out 5 drug boats, killing 27 alleged narco-terrorists off the coast, the president authorized covert CIA action inside Venezuela.
He said he did so because the government of Venezuela and its leader, Nicolas Maduro, had released prisoners into the U.S. and drugs were coming into the U.S. from Venezuela. The Maduro government has been saying the U.S. is trying to produce a regime change.
Fox's Jill Nato. It's been a nightmare in a storm-ravaged area of Alaska.
1,500 people are forced from their homes in 2 villages in western Alaska near the Bering Sea, devastated by flooding over the weekend. The Alaska Army National Guard says it's flown about 300 people to Anchorage, hundreds of miles away, with shelters closer to home and an armory in the city of Bethel filling up. Those villages, Kipnuk and Quigillinguk, are only reachable by water or air.
Fox's Chris Foster. 1 woman's dead, 2 people missing. America's listening to Fox News.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
Brake lights and detours. Clear radar, 56 degrees in downtown Indianapolis, going up to 70 today. I'm Ryan Hedrick for Window Nation. Here's what's trending at 7:02. A semi jackknifed this morning in Spield Field along I-69 northbound near 82nd Street. Traffic is a mess on several highways. Matt Baer will be in shortly to break it all down in the WIBC Traffic Center. A storm system is expected to bring rain and thunderstorms to parts of central and southern Indiana this weekend.
Yeah, so we're going to kind of start on Saturday afternoon seeing some gusty winds of 25 to 35 miles per hour or so during the day. We're expecting rain to move in from west to east during the evening hours, with most of the rain falling during the overnight hours into early Sunday.
Forecaster Andrew White at the National Weather Service Indianapolis says temperatures will drop this weekend and into Monday with highs in the 60s. Human trafficking, prostitution, and 3 arrests in central Indiana. John Herrick with the details.
State police say this investigation involving several law enforcement agencies has gone on for more than a year, and it's revealed that several businesses were being operated as fronts for prostitution disguised as legitimate massage parlors. Police say they got search warrants for these businesses that were in Indianapolis, Carmel, Noblesville, and Kokomo. The 3 people who were arrested Wednesday are facing felony charges, and there was 1 adult victim who later got help from the Department of Homeland Security. John Herrick, 93, WIBC Mobile News.
The city of Indianapolis says it has reached a deal with AES Indiana to settle a proposed utility rate hike. The agreement, they say, locks in a lower rate than originally requested and blocks any new base rate increases until 2030. The city's Department of Public Works says the settlement cuts AES's proposed streetlight rate hike to about half and keeps residential fixed monthly charges unchanged. Indiana is the 3rd least affected by the state government or the federal government shutdown, according to a study done by personal finance company Wallet Hub.
The study was based on 5 metrics: share of federal jobs, federal contract dollars per capita, share of families receiving SNAP benefits, real estate as a percentage of gross state product, and access to national parks.
And that's Wallet Hub financial analyst Chip Lupo. The area most affected by the shutdown, of course, Washington, D.C. The Indiana Pacers get ready to open the season a week from today against the Oklahoma City Thunder, and head coach Rick Carlisle says between now and then they have a lot of work to do.
Well, the starting point has got to be hard physical play and rebounding, and the possession of the ball is going to be an enormous factor for us this year. It is every year.
And the Pacers finish up their preseason tomorrow night in San Antonio against the Spurs. I'm Ryan Hedrick on the level, on the go, and at WIBC.com at 7:05. Traffic on the 5s. What are you seeing out there, Matt Baer?
Northeast side, Ryan, the interchange of 465 and 69, an absolute mess. We have a jackknife semi-trailer northbound 69 at East 82nd Street. This part of the interstate has reopened. Granted, 3 left lanes are still blocked, so it's going to be awfully slow and trickle moving through there, but it has reopened. But the exit ramp from northbound 465 to northbound 69 is still closed, so you're kind of stuck there right now in the exit lanes to I-69 if you're on that 465 portion in Lawrence right now, backed up past Penn Pike. In fact, eastbound 465 to northbound 69, that ramp is open. We are backed up to Allisonville Road in those exit lanes. If I want to reroute, and I definitely want to reroute, I might be taking Hague Road, I might be taking Allisonville Road. Those are ways up to Fishers here this morning that aren't I-69, so they are better. Looking at northbound 6570 Washington Street, the semi-stall has cleared. Still stop-and-go traffic. Northbound 65 from Raymond up to the South Split because of construction. South side, eastbound 465 at I-65, that is a crash, no delay. Traffic sponsored by 1 Hour Heating and Air Conditioning. School has started, but summer temps still here. Stay cool with 1 Hour Air Conditioning and Heating, 24/7 availability and free second opinions. Book now at 1HourAirIndy.com. I'm Matt Baer with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
Tara Hastings, Wish TV meteorologist, what's happening?
Hey, good morning. We're starting off with some cloud cover this morning, but we'll look for some sunshine into the afternoon. It's going to be a beautiful day with highs right around 71. Look for mostly clear conditions tonight. It will be on the cooler side. Those temperatures will fall into the upper 40s, close to 50 degrees. And then on Friday, we'll start off with sunny skies. We will look for some more clouds later in the afternoon with highs into the lower 70s. Going into the weekend, we're watching a cold front that will move through on Saturday. We're talking about temperatures close to 80 degrees on Saturday. But later in the afternoon and evening, showers and thunderstorms will be possible. Maybe one or two could contain some gusty winds and some heavy rainfall. So heads up. Back to normal with temperatures, though, for the end of the weekend and early next week.
That's Tara Hastings right there. Wish TV. Tara, you'll forgive me. I've got 5 things moving at once. We're going to have to be silly in about an hour. Tara Hastings, appreciate you. 56 degrees in the American Standard Cooling Weather Center. The time right now is 7:07. Bill 1531 that you voted against. It's House Bill 1393 that you voted in favor of. So if I am to understand your position, you do not favor any level of sanctuary city, any sanctuary status in the state of Indiana. You do not favor any sanctuary type policy in the state of Indiana. You just don't want anybody who hires somebody who is here illegally by mistake to deal with the consequences of doing so. If I am understanding right, it would lead then to a conversation about doesn't E-Verify solve that problem? But go back to the first. Am I correct in my assessment that you don't favor sanctuary policies, you don't favor any sanctuary policy for any city in the state of Indiana, and you don't want people who hire somebody illegally to face serious consequences?
No, it's not that I don't want them to face it. I don't want illegal aliens in this country. I want people to come into this country legally and follow the rules.
That was State Senator Liz Brown on the show yesterday, responding to the commentary from the Attorney General Todd Rokita on Tuesday. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. Good to be with you. This was about Senate Bill 1531 and her refusing to hold a hearing about this. Would not hold a hearing about this piece of legislation. This has infuriated the Attorney General. And he has made the statement that the reason State Senator Liz Brown refused to hold a hearing about this is because there's somebody in her family, somebody connected to her, who is an illegal alien. Liz Brown responded to this, saying that this is not true. I don't know why the Attorney General is lying about me. In our conversation yesterday, she also is somebody who is engaged this idea that there should be disciplinary issues or charges against the Attorney General. Many of those have been removed, dismissed by the commission. So in her conversation yesterday, she stated that she shared concerns with the Attorney General's office about what's known as the Fairness Act and never heard back. Attorney General Todd Rokita has the receipts, including the email that Liz Brown was included on from the office of the Attorney General Todd Rokita, that they would like to meet with Senator Brown at her earliest convenience to discuss HB 1531. This was March 5th, 2025. And when they could meet. That email went out at 1:17 p.m. A response from Senator Brown's office. A legislative assistant responded saying Senator Brown does not have any availability this week. The email went out at 1:17. The response was 2.5 hours later. Senator Brown does not have any availability this week. I spoke with her regarding this meeting, and she said she did not think it was necessary to meet on this subject. That is having the receipts. I then received a statement where where Senator Liz Brown, a statement that is attributable to Senator Liz Brown, it was sent to me via a direct message on social media. Quote, well, it's regrettable that it was implied to the Attorney General's office that this issue wasn't important. The message responding to the Wednesday, March 5th email shouldn't have been conveyed that way, and I'm sorry. I went through my emails from session and found I simply told my staff that I couldn't meet that week. Looking at my calendar, I had 16 meetings between March 5th and March 6th, plus Judiciary Committee and Appropriations, and we weren't in session on March 7th. First thing Monday, March 10th in the morning, I met with Representative J.D. Prescott, the bill author. This is the legislative process as we work to get the bill in a good spot. Representative Prescott and I exchanged emails about portions of the bill that were concerns to the Senate Judiciary Committee. The last email in my email correspondence with Representative Prescott was April 5th. I'm not one who dodges and hides. My colleagues know that. My colleagues and General Rokita have my phone number. But I did meet with General Rokita one-on-one before the end of the session. She continues, does Senator Liz Brown. We met in his office at his request in late March. I told him many business and law enforcement groups had expressed concerns about the bill to me and about the parts which would have affected them. General Rokita is making me his punching bag for his desired bill not passing, and he's making it personal. I thought his event yesterday, meaning the event that he had with Border Czar Tom Homan, was productive as it was heavy on policy. This is exactly what should be happening to advance legislative causes, not the mudslinging that just continues with him. Last session is over. I have already contacted Representative Prescott for his 2026 version of his bill so we can move ahead on strong immigration policy combating the scourge of illegal aliens. That's the statement from Senator Liz Brown. Now, it is up to others to decide whether or not that statement carries any weight. It's up to others to determine whether or not they view that as a mea culpa, or they view that as strength, or taking responsibility for the actions of staff. Personally, don't tell me about how many meetings you have. If there was a response, that part was inconsequential. Later in the interview, I asked if she regretted not holding a hearing on the bill. She said no. She also made an argument that it gave the Attorney General too much power, which added a very new wrinkle to this conversation. Are you opposed to the legislation because, as she said, it didn't give enough guidance to law enforcement and could have put them in a bad spot regarding detaining or arrest of illegal immigrants? Or did she not have a hearing on the bill because it gave Todd Rokita, as Attorney General, too much power? She did not answer that question in full. I would argue she did not answer that question at all, and it was indeed noted. So this back and forth is going to continue. Senator Brown did ask to come back on the show to discuss this. I did not respond to that. We needed a day to be able to address this ourselves and come to our own conclusions. We may, again, engage with both of them next week. What we should be doing as a state is saying very clearly, we are not okay with illegal immigration. Legal immigration, Indiana's open arms. Matt Baer has traffic on the 5s. Big traffic day. What's going on, Matt?
I-69, 465 interchange on the northeast side is trashed right now. We have a jackknife semi-trailer on northbound 69 near East 82nd Street, and 3 left lanes are blocked. Traffic jammed up back to 465 Benford, and the ramp is closed from northbound 465 to northbound 69 in Lawrence on the northeast side. Right now, those exit lanes are stopped back to Penn Pike and a little bit beyond that, almost to I-70. In fact, if you're coming up Benford trying to get on 69, you can do it, but we have a crash at Benford Boulevard at 75th. That just reported via scanner. Eastbound 465 jams in the exit lanes to I-69 after Allisonville Road. Now the ramp is open from eastbound to northbound 69, but man, is it going to be slow. A reroute might be in order. Allisonville Road could be a good one. Also Hague Road as well. Now looking at downtown, northbound 65, slow into downtown before Raymond Street into the south split because of construction. Traffic sponsored by Mattress Firm. Hurry, Mattress Firm's upgrade your sleep sale ends soon. Find your perfect bed and save big on better rest today. Mattress Firm, they make sleep easy. I'm Matt Baer with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
56 degrees in the American Standard Cooling Weather Center. The time is 7:17.
Let's go!
You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You've still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and help strengthen your immune response. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Schedule in minutes at vaxassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
If your dream home includes enough room for family and friends to gather during the holidays or anytime, Joyner Homes can build you the most beautiful custom home right now and ready for you to move in next year. Joyner Homes builds character-rich, smart design homes. Check out their 5-star Google reviews, visit their model homes 7 days a week, learn about their in-home architectural team, and get inspired at joynerhomes.com, where you'll see pricing and floor plans. That's joynerhomes.com, JOYNER homes.com.
By now, you've heard about IndianaUnclaimed.gov. It's a way to claim your unclaimed property from the Indiana Attorney General's Unclaimed Property Division. It's not a scam. It's not houses, boats, cars, or storage facilities. It isn't free money. So what exactly is it? It's your money. It belongs to you, and it's waiting for you to claim it. It's money from unclaimed wages or commissions, forgotten bank accounts, underlying shares, refunds, insurance proceeds, stock dividends, safe deposit box contents, overpayments, certificates of deposit, money orders, and more. The Indiana Attorney General's Unclaimed Property Division safeguards those funds while trying to locate and return those funds to the owner or heir. It's your money, you deserve it, and the Attorney General's office wants to make sure you get it. The Attorney General's Unclaimed Property Division has over $800 million just waiting to be claimed. Text Tony Katz to 46220. That's Tony Katz to 46220. Or visit IndianaUnclaimed.gov to claim yours today.
From military life to a rewarding career in IT, kickstart your new journey in a matter of months in the fields of IT and cybersecurity, including AI. Learn more at mycomputercareer.edu/CWP. Financial aid is available for qualified students, including VA benefits.
Hey, this is Spencer Thompson at Thompson Furniture Mattress in Columbus. Football season's back, so it's time for our annual Sit, Sleep, and Eat sale. Lowest prices of the year on all Lazy Boy, Flex Deal, and Smith Brothers. Save up to $800 on mattresses by Sealy, Tempur-Pedic, Stearns & Foster, and King Coil. And save up to $400 on the Big Green Egg. Free delivery, interest-free financing. Sale ends Monday only at Thompson Furniture and Mattress in Columbus.
Of all the times to buy a new Lincoln, right now is the very best time at Tom Roush Lincoln. Get 0% APR for up to 48 months on 2025 Lincoln Corsair, Nautilus, or Aviator. Plus get a $1,000 Tom Roush Trade Assist bonus. So come get that new Lincoln from Tom Roush Lincoln, where our family's been serving yours for over 53 years.
Subject to credit approval. Not all buyers will qualify. See dealer for complete offer details. Offer ends 10/31/2025.
Sound familiar? At Mattress Firm, we understand there are many problems that can keep you up at night, like snoring, aches and pains, or sleeping hot. Our sleep experts have the unrivaled know-how to match you with a mattress that can help. And now at Mattress Firm, save up to $600 plus get a free adjustable base with select Sealy mattresses. For the great sleep you deserve, visit Mattress Firm. We make sleep easy. Restrictions apply. See store or website for details.
Gearing up for the popcorn moment, brought to you by Booher, Booher, BooherRemodeling.com. If it's in your four walls, you know them. You know the story. Booher Remodeling, that is the call. Your kitchen, your bathroom, that basement that you want to turn into part of the house. Booher understands, and Booher has the know-how. And they've been doing this for over 2 decades, making your house work for you, creating value for you and your family. Certainly value when you sell your house, but how about the value when you're living in the house? You don't remodel just so you can sell it to somebody else. You engage a remodel so you can better enjoy where it is you live. That's what Booher does. They deliver quality work on time with a service-oriented attitude. They've got ideas, and they have got understanding. They're listening to you and saying, hey, I know what you're trying to do, and check out what we can do over here. Look at what we can do over there. Taking your ideas, expanding on them, and then delivering with their 5-step design process from start to finish, making it so easy so you know what's happening every step of the way. Talk to Booer Remodeling. 317-852-5546. Tell them Tony Katz sent you. 317-852-5546. Booer Remodeling. 852-5546. Or online at Booer. Booher. BooerRemodeling.com. The popcorn moment. Let's go. It's a story you need to hear to believe, then grab your popcorn because there is more. I've got a twofer for you. We got to lighten the mood, and then I'm going to play for you some insanity. The first, of course, because how can one go a week without hearing from the one and only, the very, very special Kamala Harris. I'm going to get hate mail, and that's just from Micah Beckwith. Kamala Harris making the most surreal claim we have heard in a while. I don't think there's any cursing in this, Producer Kurt. Producer Kurt, who's in for Producer Kylan, who's in for Producer Carl, who's on assignment. Finger on the dumb button, them. She's doing an interview. She's trying to sell her book. And she wants you to know.
That is a decent resume, but go ahead. Well, some people have actually said I was the most qualified candidate ever to run for president.
She said that. This was a conversation about running for president, about how she was the closest election, and was asked about, whether the only having 107 days, did that affect your ability to connect with voters? And she says, well, I've always been a woman. I swear to you. She said this. And a woman of color. So that kind of is, but it's the time. I think that's one of the biggest things. And then said what you just heard.
That is a decent resume, but go ahead. Well, some people have actually said I was the most qualified candidate ever to run for president.
No one ever said that. No one ever said she was qualified. No one has ever said it. So that's the insane. Now I want to share with you something that's going to take your breath away. If you're with us on Tony Katz yesterday, we actually listened to the Supreme Court hearing regarding Louisiana and the idea of creating congressional districts based on race. Louisiana wants to do this. So this is about redistricting and whether you can create a district that has mostly black citizens, and somehow that's all right. Very weird. It was Ketanji Brown Jackson who tried to make the claim that people who are black are unable to get to the polls and unable to be represented. And I share with you what a Supreme Court justice had to say.
I guess I'm thinking of it, of the fact that remedial action, absent discriminatory intent, is really not a new idea in the civil rights laws. And my kind of paradigmatic example of this is something like the ADA. Congress passed the Americans with Disabilities Act against the backdrop of a world that was generally not accessible to people with disabilities. And so it was discriminatory in effect because these folks were not able to access these buildings. And it didn't matter whether the person who built the building or the person who owned the building intended for them to be exclusionary. That's irrelevant. Congress said the facilities have to be made equally open to people with disabilities if readily possible. I guess I don't understand why that's not what's happening here. The idea in Section 2 is that we are responding to current day manifestations of past and present decisions that disadvantage minorities and make it so that they don't have equal access to the voting system, right? They're disabled. In fact, we use the word disable in Milligan.
Supreme Court Justice Ketanji Brown Jackson is saying that people who are black are disabled. She made the argument. I'm telling you, the call for her impeachment is going to grow. Oh, I'm the first person, I agree. It's going to grow. Matt Baer has traffic on the 5s. What's up, Matthew?
Northeast side, jackknife semi-trailer on northbound 69 north of 82nd Street, blocking 3 left lanes, stopping traffic back to the I-69 465 interchange. Now the exit ramp from northbound 465 to northbound 69 is closed because of this jackknife semi-trailer. Traffic is jammed up all the way back to I-70. 25 minutes to make it through that. Eastbound 465 exiting to northbound 69, jammed after Allisonville Road into that interchange. And if you're coming up Binford Boulevard trying to get on northbound 69, it can be done, but an extra wait with a crash at Binford at East 75th Street. Reroutes include Allisonville Road, Shadeland Avenue to East 82nd Street. Also a reroute you may have to wait in some spots on Shadeland Avenue right now as it is getting really busy. You can find all of this at Matt Traffic. North side eastbound 465 stop and go traffic from Michigan Road over to Meridian. Northbound 65 stop and go traffic after Keystone Avenue into the South Split because of construction. Traffic sponsored by Indy Decorative Concrete. Transform your backyard this fall with Indy Decorative Concrete. Get a free outdoor furniture set with their best stamped concrete patio package. Hurry, offer ends November 1st. Visit IndyDecorativeConcrete.com for details. I'm Matt Baer with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
It's the Medicare Advantage annual enrollment period, and Humana knows not everyone has the same needs when picking a Medicare Advantage plan.
Now that I'm retired, I want to enjoy the life I've worked hard to build. So I want a plan that covers me when I'm traveling the country.
Humana has a plan for that.
As a veteran, I want a plan that fills in the gaps my VA coverage doesn't provide, like dental care.
Humana has a plan for that.
I feel good about my health. I just want care and coverage with predictable costs. No surprises.
Humana has a plan for that. With a Humana Medicare Advantage plan, you get coverage and benefits that focus on what matters most to you. Learn more at gethumana.com. Humana, a more human way to healthcare. Humana is a Medicare Advantage HMO and PPO organization with a Medicare contract. Enrollment in any Humana plan depends on contract renewal.
Hi, this is Denny Smith, and it's time to get ready for spooky season by eliminating all of that spooky dirt, grime, and spills. Halloween brings out the best in people, but it also brings out some pretty scary crud from all the foot traffic. How about having Zero Res help you take on all of that with an unbelievable October special? Get 3 rooms Zero Resified starting at just $129 and 15% off dryer vent and air duct cleaning too. Now that's some serious savings on the carpet cleaning. And remember that your air ducts are where the really spooky stuff is. Yikes! The Zero Res service for your carpets, floors, dryer vents, or air ducts is easy to line up, and you can go online at ZeroResIndy.com to do the scheduling at your convenience. I love these folks, and don't forget the ZR Water difference. No soap, no residue, no harsh chemicals, leaving things really clean. Now mention WIBC and get 3 rooms of carpet cleaned starting at $129 plus 15% off dryer vent and air duct cleaning too. Call 317-388-5141 or book things online at ZeroResIndy.com.
Transform your backyard this fall with Indy Decorative Concrete. Get a free outdoor furniture set with their best stamped concrete patio package. Hurry, offer ends November 1st. Visit IndyDecorativeConcrete.com for details.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
The Senate is expected to hold another vote to end the government shutdown today. Clear radar, 56 degrees in downtown Indianapolis, going up to 70. I'm Ryan Hedrick. Here's what's trending at 7:31. Senator Bernie Sanders and Congresswoman Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez say Republicans are blocking efforts to end the government shutdown now in its 16th day.
Both the Congresswoman and Senator Sanders pointed to the issue of extending Affordable Care Act subsidies as the major sticking point. Tuesday night, several Democrat lawmakers stormed Johnson's office on Capitol Hill in a more aggressive tactic to force the speaker to reverse course. The speaker then blasted the group for accosting and yelling at a Capitol police officer and ripping down a sign in front of the speaker's office.
That's Fox's Chanley Painter reporting. President Trump says he has given the go-ahead to the CIA to act in Venezuela. He confirmed that Wednesday. and said the U.S. has recently targeted several boats in the Caribbean, striking Venezuelan drug smugglers. Virginia's attorney general candidates will square off tonight in a debate coming after one candidate's controversial text messages were made public.
It's the only scheduled debate between Democratic candidate Jay Jones and Republican incumbent Jason Miyares, and is being held at the University of Richmond. Jones is expected to be questioned about text messages from 2022 that were released earlier this month, describing a hypothetical scenario in which he would kill then Virginia House Speaker Todd Gilbert, a Republican. The messages were sent to a Republican House of Delegates candidate. Jones has publicly apologized for the texts, but has resisted calls from both Democrats and Republicans to drop out of the race. Virginia voters go to the polls on November 4th.
That's Fox's Tanya J. Powers. The Supreme Court has rejected Alex Jones's appeal to block a $1.5 billion defamation judgment. The ruling stems from his false claims that the 2012 Sandy Hook school shooting was a hoax. A Colorado Springs police dog is in bad shape this morning after being stabbed while helping officers respond to a domestic violence call.
These animals go into a service mode, and they allow police officers to respond to really dangerous situations and allow the officer to be able to go home.
That's a Colorado district attorney talking about the man facing multiple charges, including felony animal cruelty. If the dog dies, that guy could face harsher charges. And rain is supposed to arrive in Indiana at some point Saturday night.
Still have a little bit of uncertainty with this. A lot of our model guidance has been kind of all over the place with timing on it.
Forecaster Aaron Updike at the National Weather Service Indianapolis says it will rain Saturday into Sunday, and then you can expect a temperature drop into the 40s and 50s on Monday. In sports on WIBC, the Indianapolis Colts travel to L.A. this weekend to play the Chargers, looking to bounce back from their September loss there to the Rams. Linebacker Zaire Franklin says the team learned from that experience and plans to make the Chargers earn every yard.
You know, I think we didn't go out there knowing that we were the team that we knew we were, you know, and believing in ourselves and knowing that they had to adjust to us, you know, that we were a test for them. And, you know, I feel like, you know, going out there to L.A. the second time, I think we're going to go out there with the right mentality.
And the Colts have named their backup quarterback, Riley Leonard. He's stepping in for Anthony Richardson, who is on the IR. The game in L.A. Sunday starts at 4:05. Last night in the Major League Baseball playoffs,
the Blue Jays have reminded everybody this series is far from over. They win it 13-4. Seattle now leads the series 2-1.
On ESPN Radio, Game 4 happens tonight. Also tonight, the Brewers and the Dodgers in their series, and that starts at 6:08. And third-ranked IU plays Michigan State in Bloomington. It is homecoming weekend. Sports brought to you by Ball State Athletics. I'm Ryan Hedrick on the level on the go. And at WIBC.com at 7:35, traffic on the 5s. Unpack this mess for us, Matt Bear.
Yeah, Ryan, you're talking about the northeast side in this I-69-465 interchange, which is absolutely trashed right now. We have a jackknife semi-trailer northbound 69 at East 82nd Street. 3 left lanes are blocked, jammed to 465. On the northeast side still, the exit ramp from northbound 465 to I-69 is closed to limit traffic into the area. We are stopped on northbound 465 through Lawrence after I-70 up to East 75th Street. That's a 27-minute delay. Now, if you're trying to go from eastbound 465 like Castleton to northbound 69, that ramp is open, but the exit lanes are backed up to Allisonville Road. If you're trying to go from Binnford to northbound 69, there's a crash at Binnford, East 75th. That will slow you down as well. Reroutes could include Allisonville Road. They could include Shadeland Avenue to East 82nd Street. All this at Matt Traffic if you'd like to follow us there. Inbound 70, pockets of slow. Shadeland to the north split. Northbound 65, stop and go traffic. 7-minute delay, Keystone Avenue into the south split. Traffic sponsored by Indy Decorative Concrete. Transform your backyard this fall with Indy Decorative Concrete. Get a free outdoor furniture set with their best stamped concrete patio package. Hurry. Offer ends November 1st. Visit IndyDecorativeConcrete.com for details. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
56 degrees in the American Standard Cooling Weather Center. The time is 7:37.
Whether it's the good food or the friendly mood, you can count on Indiana to never lose when it comes to tailgating. And we want to see you at every game. That's why Hubler's got you covered with the best warranty around. So kick off the season in a Hubler quality pre-owned vehicle. Right now, you can buy with 0 down. Choose from over 2,000 cars, trucks, and SUVs. Plus, every Hubler Q certified vehicle is covered by a 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty. Includes a 128-point vehicle inspection and a free Carfax history report. We'll pay top dollar for your trade. Bring Hubler your old car for an immediate appraisal. 0 down delivers, and Hubler's got you covered for 100,000 miles.
Hubler's got you covered.
Visit drivehubler.com or any of our 13 convenient locations.
Cover me.
Select models, approved credit. Warranty on select models less than 9 years old.
General's office, reuniting Hoosiers with over $1 million in unclaimed property every week. Visit indianaunclaimed.gov or text Tony Katz to 46220 today.
Life doesn't stand still, and neither do your goals. At Busey Bank, we're here to help you move forward with the financial tools, local support, and expert guidance you need to take your next step. Whether you're growing a business, leaving a legacy, or saving for the future, you'll have a team that's ready when you are. Busey Bank, building business, growing wealth since 1868. Member FDIC.
Whenever I'm out a wandering, chasing a rainbow dream, I often stop and think about a place I've never seen.
Today on the marketplace, who would remake this? Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. Good to be with you. Live stream happening on the YouTube. YouTube.com/WIBC. You should check it out there. During downtime, I'm clearing my head, getting ready for what's next on the show. I am on Facebook Marketplace. Cool stuff, odd stuff, weird stuff, strange stuff, all sorts of stuff is there on the Marketplace. I bring it to you, the Marketplace, brought to you by IndianaUnclaimed.gov. It's your cash. Go get it. IndianaUnclaimed.gov. Fast, easy, free to use. You can turn off the music, Producer Kurt. Just let that go. There we go. Well done. Well played. IndianaUnclaimed.gov. Fast, easy, free to use. It's your money. Seriously, it's your money. Text my name, Tony, to 46220. Tony to 46220 and get your cash. Matt Baer joins me right now. It's been a busy traffic day, Kitten.
Oh, yeah. We've had a lot going on that northeast side. It's been we're getting there. We're getting there as far as
we're all sorts of running late, so we don't have the time we normally have. So I can't have any hijinks from you.
Oh, okay. No hijinks.
Right? But I do have for you, and I think it's your size, a remake of a 1981 Def Leppard Tour Raglan baseball-style T-shirt in a size medium for kids.
Oh, yeah. That perfect fit. Yeah, right.
So it says Def Leppard. It's got a guy diving into an empty swimming pool, Tour 1981. What I can't understand is that this is a remake. They remade in 2017, and the question is, why?
They remade the T-shirt?
They remade it. Like they said, ooh, that's a good look. Let's make new ones.
Well, it's a cool studio album. The art is awesome. It has the guy diving into the empty pool. It's like from I think it was their second studio album, and kind of the T-shirt. So this is iconic, man. This
their
is
second studio album. How do you know that?
It's just things. It's things. That's all. And high and dry, I think, hence the diver going into the empty pool. This is a Henley T-shirt. It says Def Leppard. It's kind of like has a darker red on the sleeves. I would buy this in a heartbeat, regardless of the price. It's so cool.
It's only $10.
I'm in.
Really?
Yes.
The remake of the 1981 Def Leppard tour shirt is what gets your $10.
She doesn't know it's a remake. I mean,
who's she?
Whoever I'm trying to impress, because I'm going to be wearing my...
Whoa.
Right. Whoa, I thought I was on to something. I was making...
Is there somebody you're going to impress with the shirt?
Well, no, it's somebody I could
Matt?
impress with the shirt. I'm wearing my faux leather pants. I have leather pants at home that I haven't worn yet, but they're faux. I've had them for a couple of years. I put that on. No, leather pants are awesome if you can wear them. But
Matt?
I'd put this Henley with it.
Stop talking.
Yeah. I'm trying to avoid the conversation.
Stop.
Yeah.
I know. Yeah. Is there something you need to tell us here?
You remember that solar eclipse, man? That was awesome. Everybody came down.
Is there something you're trying to share with all of us in WIBC Nation?
No. I just like the shirt, and I like leather.
Matt, we want to cheer for you.
Chaps. And, chaps are always appropriate.
Well, if it's going to be chap talk, Daddy's got to go.
Chap talk with Tony Katz.
Yep. Oh, by the way, that's my new late night show.
I can't wait. Can I be your first guest? Oh, there you go.
Is this the song you play while you model your shirt for your new lady love?
It is now.
Guys, I will get to the bottom of this. I swear. I promise I will. Matt's got traffic in just 2 minutes. Keep it here. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. Zillow ranking Indianapolis number 2 among 2025's hottest real estate markets. Home values have risen, holding strong. It's a great time to sell. Hire the team with proven systems to maximize your equity. That is Mark Dietel. Maybe what you want is a fast, guaranteed, no-hassle home sale, but you don't want to have to give up hard-earned equity to do it. Mark Dietel, the only real estate expert trusted and recommended with the sale of your home. Mark Dietel guarantees your home sold at a mutually agreed-upon price and deadline, or he will buy it. You just pick the move date. No long-term contracts. Cancel any time. Dan and Casey in Indianapolis said it was time to downsize and we needed to sell our old house quickly at full value. Mark Dietel made it happen. We got our asking price in a few weeks without any repairs or an appraisal. Call the local Indianapolis agent, trusted and recommended, the agent who guarantees your home sold or he will buy it. Call Mark Dietel, 317-755-4232. Get all the details or go online to markdietel.com. That's Mark Dietel, Dietel, markdietel.com.
Well, the Fed just sounded the alarm. The stock market is dangerously overvalued. And if your retirement savings are tied up in the market, this could be the smart time to protect and grow your savings outside of Wall Street. Hey, one option gives you a 20% upfront bonus. It's got a competitive return that's averaged 10% annually for the last 10 years.
So here's the simple math. If you invest $200,000, you get an upfront $40,000 bonus. That's $240,000. That $240,000 could earn 10% or $24,000 in the first 12 months. So, in the first year, that original $200,000 could grow to $264,000. Get all the information from Bill Demery, your retirement guy. Call 317-648-5120. That's 317-648-5120. 648-5120. Bill Demery, your retirement guy.
Traffic on the 5s, and Matt Bear, what are you doing?
Looking at the northeast side, Tony, it's the I-69-465 interchange. We have a lot of trouble here. Northbound 69 at East 82nd Street. That's a jackknife semi-trailer. Hit one barrier wall, hit the other barrier wall, and now it's at a rest. And jackknife blocking 3 left lanes. This is jamming us up back to the 465 ramps. It has closed the exit ramp from northbound 465 to northbound 69 on the northeast side. Traffic is stopped on northbound 465 past Penn Pike, almost to I-70. That delay alone is at 33 minutes. Now, if you're trying to peel off to northbound 69 from eastbound 465, like you're coming from Castleton, that's jammed up after Allisonville Road over to I-69 Bimpford, but you can make that exit. That is possible right now, and then make your way up I-69. If you're coming up Bimpford right now, there's a crash Bimpford Boulevard at East 75th, so that will slow you down as well. It's been backed up all morning right now. Delayed 71st Street up to the I-69 connector ramp to northbound 69. Looking at southbound 31, trouble in Carmel, a crash reported at 100 111th Street, backed up to Maine. Southbound Keystone Parkway, stop and go traffic after 126, almost to 106th Street. Southside northbound 65, stop and go traffic after Keystone up to the South Split. That's a 7-minute delay. Traffic sponsored by Indy Decorative Concrete. Transform your backyard this fall with Indy Decorative Concrete. Get a free outdoor furniture set with their best stamped concrete patio package. Hurry. Offer ends November 1st. Visit IndyDecorativeConcrete.com. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
We have got ourselves 56 degrees in the American Standard Cooling Weather Center. The time is 7:47.
Change is always happening. It's part of life. And when it comes to music, change is all around us. Songs are rewritten. Classics are remixed. Bands and artists come and go. Even our taste in music changes. Here at Xfinity, we know there's still good in keeping some things the same. That's why we want to do our part with a 5-year price guarantee on our internet. It means no matter what changes, you get 5 years of the most reliable Wi-Fi with our best equipment included for a price that stays exactly the same. Surprised? Life is full of them. One internet price, 5 years, guaranteed. Learn more at xfinity.com/deals. Restrictions apply. New residential customers only. Taxes and fees extra and subject to change. Most reliable Wi-Fi based on Open Signal Awards USA. Fixed Broadband Experience Report, August 2024.
You get up early on snow days because snowed in is not an option. The Kubota Snow lineup of compact tractors, RTVs, and versatile attachments are built to thrive in the winter. Right now, bring home select Kubota equipment with 0% financing available or save up to $5,250. Now through December 31st. See us or go to KubotaUSA.com for full disclaimer.
Stop by McAllister Machinery in Indianapolis to see their full line of Kubota or visit them online at McAllisterKubota.com.
An official message from Medicare. Couple more minutes and we'll start this month's book club.
You know, I usually love a plot twist, but this year I'm comparing my options during Medicare open enrollment.
You can't assume your current health or drug plan is the best one for you.
And you gotta make sure your drugs are covered. That's important.
So is saving money. Review all your options at Medicare.gov. Open enrollment ends December 7th. Paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
You've got your whole life ahead of you, so choose a Medicare plan you can count on. If you're living with a chronic condition like diabetes, chronic heart failure, or a cardiovascular disorder, you might count on extra support with your health care too. That's why United Healthcare offers chronic special needs plans with extra benefits and a large provider network to choose from. Visit uhc.com/Medicare to find out if you qualify today. United Healthcare Medicare plans. It's Medicare coverage Indiana can count on. Provider network may vary in local market.
Honda of Fishers is now Great Lakes Honda of Fishers under new ownership just off State Road 37 or GreatLakesHondaFishers.com for deals like a low monthly payment and 0 down on select vehicles.
School has started, but summer temps are still here. Stay cool with 1-hour air conditioning and heating, 24/7 availability, and free second opinions. Book now at onehourairindy.com.
Let's come together, Indy. Join us in Shepherd Community Center as we partner with Gleaners to help feed families right here in our city. Stop by 4107 East Washington this Friday from 3 to 5 p.m. for a special food distribution event focused on giving back and spreading hope.
There was a town hall last night on News Nation with Chris Cuomo and Bill O'Reilly and Stephen A. Smith. Okay. That's what you want. That's what you want. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. Good to be with you. I think the part that was most interesting was that they had John Fetterman on. And John Fetterman, the senator from Pennsylvania who had the stroke, seems to be the only progressive these days that can make any sense. This is Senator Fetterman right here.
That's why shutting the government is really what the Democratic Party wants to do. And I follow country, then party. And it's the wrong thing for the country in a period of chaos. I refuse to vote to shut our government down. I absolutely would love to have... I would love to have a conversation about extending the tax credits for health care. Absolutely. But I would remind everybody, too, this was designed by the Democratic Party to expire at the end of the year. This is not something taken by the Republicans. They were designed to expire. Now,
exactly what we have been saying. That is the truth. The Obamacare subsidies sunset at the end of 2025. That's what was voted for in the Inflation Reduction Act with Joe Biden as president, voted on by the Democrats, by every Democrat. They're just lying. And then Senator Fetterman does this.
I'm the only Democrat in my family. I grew up in a conservative part of Pennsylvania, and I grew up and I know and I love people that voted for President Trump. But they are not fascists. They're not Nazis. They're not trying to destroy the Constitution and those things. And that's part of another thing. I refuse to call people Nazis or fascists, or I would never compare anybody to Hitler and those things. And now that kinds of extreme rhetoric is going to continue. We're going to be more likely in resulting in extreme kind of outcomes and political violence and doing all these kinds of things like Charlie Kirk. For me, all I could say is like, let people grieve. Give people the space. I'm not going to use that terrible thing and that Pasek assassination to make my argument and try to put out my views. It's like, my God, he's a father that had his neck blown out by a bullet. And now people have forgotten. President Trump in my state, was shot in the head. And if that could you imagine where our nation would be if he was hit in the same way with Kirk? We really got to turn the temperature down. And we can agree to disagree on these kinds of things. But right now, shutting down the government, I just can't take it that. I'm the only...
You have found yourself now in agreement with John Fetterman completely. I'm telling you right now, the primary challenge on him by the Democrats will be fierce. He'll be a one-term senator because he thinks Israel has the right to exist, and because he doesn't think Trump supporters are fascists, and because he thinks that maybe the rhetoric on the left has just gone a bit too far. That gets you primaried in 2025, 2026. Matt Baer has traffic on the fives. What's up, Matthew?
All right, Tony, we are watching northbound 465 and 69 on the northeast side. This interchange is a mess because of a jackknife semi-trailer happened way earlier this morning. It's northbound 69 at East 82nd Street. A semi hit one wall, hit the other barrier wall, and came to a rest and jackknifed, and 3 left lanes are blocked, stopping us to I-465. Now, the ramp is closed from northbound 465 to northbound 69. That has us stopped all the way past Penn Pike, and delay time running about 29 minutes to make it through that. You can make the exit from eastbound 465 to northbound 69, but those late are backed up to Allisonville Road. Crash southbound 31 at 111th, backed up to Main Street in Carmel. Traffic sponsored by Indy Decorative Concrete. Transform your backyard this fall with Indy Decorative Concrete. Get a free outdoor furniture set with their best stamped concrete patio package. Hurry, offer ends November 1st. Visit IndyDecorativeConcrete.com for details. Matt Baer at WIBC Traffic.
Everybody knows Hubler's got the best warranty around. 10 years, 200,000 miles. But did you know? Now you can get that same limited powertrain warranty on new Toyotas. Introducing the all-new Hubler Toyota. Get grand opening savings all month long. And right now, lease a new 2025 RAV4, just $349 per month. Or a new Tacoma, $289 per month. Plus, choose from Camrys, Corollas, Highlanders, Tundras, and more.
Hubler's got you covered.
At the all-new Hubler Toyota on US 31 South in Indianapolis. Visit HublerToyota.com. Grand opening savings and the best warranty around. 10 years, 200,000 miles.
Cover me!
Select models, approved credit, plus tax tag title license 249 dealer doc. RAV4 model 4432. Tacoma model 7540. 36 months, $29.99 due. Zero security. 10,000 annual miles. 15 cents per mile thereafter. Expires 11/2.
Everyone's talking about Galaxy Concrete Coating and their transformation, like your neighbor Mike.
Well, the local company that we used first was highly recommended by people in our neighborhood. We did not know until after it didn't work on our floor. It just healed up like a cheap suit. And so my wife says, we got to do something. And so she started looking around on the internet and she found Galaxy.
Lots of styles to choose from, 4 times stronger than epoxy, and it comes with a lifetime warranty.
We got Galaxy out here. They got here at about 8 o'clock in the morning and they finished up at 6 o'clock that night. Other than having a beautiful garage floor, you couldn't tell they were here. Just did a wonderful job on it.
Galaxy Concrete Coatings works for any area like patios, garage floors, driveways, and around pools.
Still looks fantastic, and anybody that visits our house, that's all they want to talk about. I mean, they just can't believe how nice the garage floor looks.
Click on GalaxyConcreteCoatings.com and remember to like us on Facebook, GalaxyConcreteCoatings.com. We are out of this world.
Things are getting frighteningly good at the Central Indiana Gun and Knife Show this weekend at the Tippecanoe County Fairgrounds in Lafayette. Whether you're buying, selling, or trading, the best dealers in the region are creeping in for this haunted weekend of bargains. Admission is just $6 for adults. Kids 12 and under get in free. But beware, you must be 18 or accompanied by an adult. Doors creak open Saturday 9 to 5 and Sunday 9 to 3 at the Tippecanoe County Fairgrounds in Lafayette. For more info, visit CentralIndianaGunShows.com.
Of all the times to buy new Lincoln, right now is the very best time at Tom Roush Lincoln. Get 0% APR for up to 48 months on 2025 Lincoln Corsair, Nautilus, or Aviator. Plus get a $1,000 Tom Roush Trade Assist bonus. So come get that new Lincoln from Tom Roush Lincoln, where our family's been serving yours for over 53 years.
Subject to credit approval. Not all buyers will qualify. See dealer for complete offer details. Offer ends 10/31/2025.
Hey, Mr. C, it's me. Well, I just picked up the ring. I actually went to Hellsberg. Thanks for that recommendation. Kate's gonna love that hers is from the same jeweler you got Mrs. C's ring from. They were so helpful throughout the whole process. They even knew your family by name, and the ring looks great. Anyways, I just couldn't wait to let you guys know. Call me back and wish me luck.
Hellsberg, designed with care and craft since 1915. Shop in store or at hellsberg.com.
Puccini's Pizza, Pasta, Puccini's. 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 Puccini's Pizza, Pasta, Puccini's.
Coming up in 2 minutes from the Technology Recyclers Studios, why some IU students are not happy with school leadership this morning, what state police are saying about an investigation that wrapped up this week, and why Indianapolis Colts quarterback Daniel Jones says the team is 5-1 after Fox News. You're listening to 93 WIBC, WIBC HD1, Indianapolis. It's 8 o'clock.
Why is the CIA now doing covert operations inside Venezuela? I'm Dave Anthony, Fox News.
They've allowed thousands and thousands of prisoners, mental institution, people from mental institutions, insane asylums, emptied out into the United States.
And President Trump says the other reason?
We have a lot of drugs coming in from Venezuela.
The U.S. military has already blown up 5 drug boats off the coast, killing 27 alleged narco-terrorists. Venezuela's leader, Nicolas Maduro, who the U.S. has a $50 million reward up for his arrest, is calling for peace, warning the U.S. wants regime change and violating international law. But U.S. Ambassador to the UN, Mike Waltz, tells Fox the goal is
to defend U.S. sovereignty against actions that are actively killing Americans. And Venezuela can bring whatever they want to the UN. You know what's also part of the UN is Article 51 of the UN Charter that enables a country to defend itself.
Waltz also says the U.S. will help make sure Hamas finds the 19 dead hostages not yet turned over as part of the Gaza ceasefire. Only 9 bodies have been returned so far.
They need heavy equipment. They need specialized gear. But we have to also understand that if this ceasefire falls apart, if the fighting starts, that's going to make it that much harder to find these loved ones.
President Trump has a new city he wants a federal crime crackdown in, San Francisco, as his administration touts what was called Operation Summer Heat that yielded more than 8,000 arrests. Attorney General Pam Bondi says
there was a 70-year-old man arrested as a result of our operation in Memphis who raped a child under the age of 3. That one case makes everything we're doing worthwhile.
It's day 16 of the government shutdown.
Republicans' attempts to reopen the government with a stopgap measure that would extend funding until November has now failed to pass the Senate 9 times. After failing again Wednesday, Democrats have made clear they want to negotiate an extension of the Affordable Care Act tax credits.
That's Fox's Ryan Schmelz. America's listening to Fox News.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
Why some IU students are not happy with school leadership. Clear radar, and it's 56 degrees on Monument Circle, going up to 70 today. I'm Ryan Hedrick. Here's what's trending at 8:02. The director of student media at Indiana University was fired yesterday because of a dispute between university leadership and the editors at the Indiana Daily Student.
The university has for a while been trying to control what the IDS publishes as part of its homecoming edition. They've tried to suppress anything except coverage of homecoming itself in that special edition.
That's Dominic Coletti, program officer for FIRE's Student Press Freedom Initiative. He says Jim Rodenbush, as student media director, didn't control or decide what was published in the paper.
He received a letter from the university terminating him. And then just yesterday, the student newspaper was separately told that they could no longer print at all. Not just the homecoming edition, but any print publication was banned.
And in regard to that, the university said in a statement that the campus is shifting its resources to prioritize digital media over print while addressing the publication's financial deficit. You might want to have your umbrella handy this weekend.
We are expecting a system to move through this weekend, which could produce some rain and thunderstorms for most of central Indiana.
Aaron Updike, forecaster at the National Weather Service, says it's going to get windy Saturday night into Sunday, and then Sunday the rain stops, the temperatures drop, and by Monday when you wake up, temperatures will be in the 30s. 3 people arrested on felony charges Wednesday for a central Indiana investigation linked to human trafficking. Here's John Herrick.
All 3 of them are charged with corrupt business influence, while 2 of the 3 are also charged with promoting prostitution, while 1 adult victim was found and provided with services to help their recovery. State police say this investigation has been going on for more than a year, and they found these people working at businesses that were fronts for prostitution located in Indianapolis, Carmel, Kokomo, and Noblesville. John Herrick, 93 WIBC Mobile News.
You probably already know that the city of Indianapolis is dealing with kids and guns and teen violence. Well, Fort Wayne is dealing with the same thing, and its mayor says she thinks she has a solution.
Fort Wayne is not unique. We're not unique in the increase in youth violence that we're seeing. It's happening across the country. Communities, large and small, are seeing an increase of young people having activities that we wish that they would not have.
And so that solution is called micro grants. And yesterday, her office handed out about $80,000 to 10 programs, including a program that promotes late night basketball. And Indianapolis Colts quarterback Daniel Jones says his offensive line is part of the reason the team's 5-1.
Yeah, for sure. It helps just knowing and getting through progressions and knowing, you got time to find the guy. I think these guys have played incredible throughout the season against some good fronts and handled a lot of different stuff.
The Colts are in LA this weekend to take on the Chargers, hoping for a better result than they got in September against the Rams. I'm Ryan Hedrick, on the level, on the go, and at WIBC.com. At 8:05, traffic on the 5s. What are you checking out for us, Matt Bear?
This is a hell of a rush hour, Ryan. Northbound 69 after 82nd Street. It's the jackknife semi-trailer that's blocking 3 left lanes. The semi hit one barrier wall, hit the other barrier wall. It comes to a rest in a jackknife position. And right now, traffic is stopped back to the 465 interchange. The ramp in Lawrence from northbound 465 to northbound 69 is still shut down. That's going to stop traffic all the way past Penn Pike, almost to I-70, and that delay is coming in at 29 minutes. Now, Eastbound 465 to northbound 69, that is open, but man, is this slow. We're backed up in those exit lanes almost to Allisonville Road. If you're trying to use Benford Boulevard to northbound 69, it can be done. It's backed up to East 71st Street, and I have a crash reported at Benford and 75th. Looking at southbound 31 in Carmel, that's a crash at 111th Street. Traffic is stopped back to Main Street. Looking at the east side crash, northbound 465 shy of I-70. Stop and go traffic back to Washington Street. And now a crash in the north split. It's westbound 70 exiting to northbound 65. The crash is on the left shoulder. The ramp is open. It is partially blocked. South side northbound 65 stopped after Keystone Avenue into the south split because of road construction. Traffic sponsored by Macy's Backstage. Macy's Backstage is a whole department inside your Macy's store where you can find the looks all for under $30. With new arrivals every day, you never know what you'll find. Find a location at Macy'sBackstage.com. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
Tara Hastings, Wish TV meteorologist, what's going on?
Hey, good morning. We got some clouds to start off the day, but we're going to look for sunshine this afternoon. Highs around 71. Mostly clear tonight. Lows down to 48. And then on Friday, we'll start off sunny. Some more clouds move in later in the day on Friday with highs near 73. And then on Saturday, we are tracking a line of showers and thunderstorms to move through later in the afternoon and evening. Before that, temperatures could reach 80 degrees. Now, some of the thunderstorms that we see on Saturday could be on the stronger side. Main threats, gusty winds, maybe some heavy rainfall. Behind the system, going into Sunday, could see a few more spotty showers, but the temperatures drop. Lower 60s on Sunday and back to fall-like temperatures heading into next week.
That is Tara Hastings of Wish TV. Tara, thank you. 56 degrees in the American Standard Cooling Weather Center. The time is 8:08. So the Horseshoe is on strike. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. Horseshoe Indianapolis Racing and Casino, Shelbyville. I've always wondered what would it take to do like a live eat, drink, smoke from there? Can you smoke cigars inside the casino? I have questions. If they could answer them, we could do a thing. Government shutdown means they couldn't vote on having a union. And so they authorized a strike. 200 table game and dual rate dealers authorized a strike with Teamsters Local 135. Their frustration growing because the National Labor Relations Board postponed the official union election. Listen, I can't stop them from unionizing. I'm not a fan of it by any stretch of the imagination. So there's no federally recognized way to hold the vote. Until the casino recognizes the union or the NLRB resumes operations, the workers are saying a strike it is. Okay. If you're demanding action, I don't know who you're demanding action from. I'm assuming it's the casino to recognize you, because if you demand action from members of Congress, well, best of luck there. So that is going on. Now let me give you a couple of things happening with us over here. If you catch the channel The First, I'll be on with Sean Spicer this evening, so tune in for that. On October 21st, I will be at Kilroy's Broad Ripple. They're doing bourbon, barbecue, and breadsticks. And I will be there. You can get the 3-pour premium bourbon tasting, the full barbecue and breadstick buffet, live music. It's $50. It's $50. And if you want to get the VIP ticket, that will get you a bottle of the Kilroy's Blanton's Gold, their private barrel selection. That is, I think it's still available. So this is Kilroy's Broad Ripple, Tuesday, October 21st, starting at 7 p.m. I will be there. And I will be sipping on bourbon. I don't know if you can smoke cigars inside, but I'm going to try it. Honestly, what's the worst that can happen there? And then, so I am out tomorrow I am heading up to Fort Wayne. I don't know if it's going to be live streamed or not, but there's a political panel going on with the station up there where I'm on weekends, and I'm on their sister station for the midday show in Elkhart, and they're doing this political panel, and so it's me and two of their hosts in Glenn Beck. I don't know why I got asked, but I'm like, let's go do the thing. Let's go do it. So I will find out, and this is happening midday, I'll find out if it's being live streamed anywhere, and I'll share that on the socials so you can be a part of it. So a lot going on, some groovy stuff going on, putting the finishing touches on our next event. So January 24th is the official next event, but the unofficial next event could be announced very, very soon. So January 24th, get it on your calendars. And you're not going to have to travel too far for this one. It's going to be amazing. Also, get your red ties ready. You got to trust me. It's going to be fantastic. January 24th. Set the day aside. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning.
Food or the friendly mood, you can count on Indiana to never lose when it comes to tailgating. And we want to see you at every game. That's why Hubler's got you covered with the best warranty around. So kick off the season in a Hubler quality pre-owned vehicle. Right now, you can buy with zero down. Choose from over 2,000 cars, trucks, and SUVs. Plus, every Hubler Q certified vehicle is covered by a 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty. Includes a 128-point vehicle inspection and a free Carfax history report. We'll pay top dollar for your trade. Bring Hubler your old car for an immediate appraisal. Zero down delivers. And Hubler's got you covered for 100,000 miles.
Hubler's got you covered.
Visit drivehubler.com or any of our 13 convenient locations.
Cover me!
Select models, approved credit. Warranty on select models less than 9 years old.
With 11 locations, Tech Credit Union's Chief Information Officer, Zach Hohulin, relies heavily on applied innovation and Arctic Wolf, an AI-driven cybersecurity platform.
We've been so impressed with that platform that Applied recommended that we now have gone back repeatedly to Applied.
Being a financial institution, Applied Innovation plays a critical role protecting your members.
It's almost a new Cold War, right? You have to have cybersecurity insurance, and you have to start partnering with organizations that will step in and help you manage that.
And having Applied Innovation as your cybersecurity partner?
It makes me a lot less anxious because I'm able to sit back and know that we're in good hands and not have to worry about it. I get to sleep at night.
Don't risk your data being hacked or exposed to ransomware threats. Call Applied Innovation today, 800-521-0983, or visit appliedinnovation.com. And sleep better knowing your network's secure.
Hey, it's J&V, and Miss M's Home and Garden is bursting with all things fall. Shop and save 20% now on interior fall decor. Now's a great time to think about fall plannings. Visit the friendly nursery staff to find the perfect trees and shrubs to upgrade your landscape. Some selections are up to 50% off. Still need to get your mums for the season? Miss M's Home and Garden has you covered. Visit the greenhouse for a great selection of local grown mums, pumpkins, gourds, and more. Miss M's on State Road 135, south of Whiteland Road in Bargersville.
Let's go!
You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You've still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and help strengthen your immune response. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Schedule in minutes at vaxassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Traffic on the fives. Matthew Baer, WIBC Traffic Center. What's going on?
Northeast side, jackknife semi-trailer on northbound 69 at East 82nd Street. 3 left lanes are blocked. This has a stopped back to 465. And the exit ramp from northbound 465 to northbound 69 on the northeast side, that's closed. And it's stopped traffic past Penn Pike almost to I-70. Delay time to get through that is running about 26 minutes. Eastbound 465 to northbound 69, that is open at the moment, but eastbound slow in those exit lanes back to Allisonville Road. In Carmel, crash southbound 31 at 111th Street. Traffic is jammed back to Main Street. East side, northbound 465 shy of I-70, that's a crash, slowing us down to Washington Street. Crash in the north split. It's on the exit from westbound 70 to northbound 65. Left shoulder is blocked, and we do have a slowdown going through that area. No major delay. South side northbound 65 is delayed after South Keystone Avenue into the south split because of construction, delayed 6 minutes. Traffic sponsored by King's Hawaiian Sliders. Eli Manning reminds you there's nothing like football in King's Hawaiian Sliders. King's Hawaiian Sliders make you a winner on game day. Pick them up this weekend in the bakery or deli section of your grocery store. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
56 degrees in the American Standard Cooling Weather Center. The time is 8:16.
An official message from Medicare.
Medicare plans change from one year to the next. And this year, it's important for you to review your current coverage and compare all your options during Medicare open enrollment. Compare health plans, drug coverage, and costs. See if you can save some money, and don't forget to make sure your drugs are covered. Open enrollment ends December 7th. Visit Medicare.gov or call 1-800-MEDICARE.
Paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
Garage door problems? Call today for service today. Garage Doors of Indianapolis services all makes of garage doors 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Call today for service today. 875-4577. Call today for service today. Get it fixed right now. Call Garage Doors of Indianapolis at 875-4577 or visit doorstoday.com.
In the morning, call 875-4577. For service today. Today.
Or to protect the best interest of taxpayers.
For Mayor Joe Hogsett, it's the scandal that just won't go away. Former Deputy Mayor Thomas Cook and his personal relationships that may have impacted city business.
That's Russ McQuaid over there at Fox 59. Excellent work. Following up on the story from the Indy Star and Mirror Indy, we had Peter Blanchard, one of the authors of that story, here earlier in the week. The former deputy mayor, former chief of staff, the guy who gave you the middle finger, Thomas Carl Cook, who we said years ago was a creepy dude, and we were right. His relationship, not only his sexual exploits with members of the staff and the whole Me Too movement, to which not a single feminist group has called on Joe Hogsett to resign for it. There are no feminists in Indianapolis. Sorry, ladies, you lose. You had your chance. You had your opportunity. You're okay with women being abused in Joe Hogsett's workplace. I don't care what society you run. I don't care what foundation you run. I don't care where you're the CEO. No one speaks up. Okay, you're fine with it. I personally think it's gross, but you have to live your life. I can't do it for you. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. Great to be with you. Well, Thomas Carl Cook, involved in all that impropriety. Turns out he was in a relationship with the then Metropolitan Development Director, Scarlett Andrews. And what was happening? He was working now in the private sector, bringing deals to her. She was sending deals to him. Everybody was making money. But they were dating while he was the deputy mayor. Or in some kind of relationship. A tryst, perhaps. What do I know? What I know is Russ McQuaid over there at Fox 59 asking questions, and Joe Hogsett, the mayor, thinks he's answering them.
Russ, I'm not going to speculate on personnel-related matters.
That's because I asked the mayor if reported revelations about the romantic relationship between his ex-deputy mayor Thomas Cook, after Hogsett booted him from his office in 2020, and the city's director of metropolitan development, Scarlett Andrews, played any role in perhaps granting favors to developers on high-profile projects who were also clients of Cook's.
There is absolutely no indication that anything inappropriate was done.
Okay. Okay. Why would anybody believe you, Joe Hogsett? I commend you to go check out the story at fox59.com. Mayor Hogsett, why would anybody believe you? Why would anybody think that you are telling the truth? I'm amazed you answer these questions. You are a man in constant hiding, and you have a staff that hides you. I don't know who's more shameful, your staff or the staff of F and Diego. What? Fake news, Diego Morales? Yeah, he accused WIBC of being fake news and doesn't recognize that we have a newsroom and we do commentary and never pointed to anything that's actually fake. So he lied, and of course, he's got Lindsay Eaton, his Tokyo Rose comms person, also lying. So he's fake news, Diego. It's just really long to say, and it's radio. We got to shorten things up for time. So it's F and Diego. Makes perfect sense, right, Producer Kurt? Just F and Diego, right?
I almost hit the dump button.
Yeah, no, I know. So there it is. You've got F and Diego and his staff, and you've got Joe Hogsett and his staff hiding these people from questions and hiding these people from statements. Why would anybody believe Joe Hogsett at this stage of the game? It's almost as perplexing as why is it that not a single female leader of Indianapolis came forward with a statement of statements saying Joe Hogsett has to go. I don't know. Can't do the math. Can't make it make sense. It's sad. I mean, it is sad. But if that's the way they're going to do it, that's the way they're going to do it. But I just want to say we called it on Thomas Carl Cook then. It's obvious what was going on. And it is also obvious to me that if Joe Hogsett ran for a fourth term, he'd win. I absolutely believe that to be true. I don't believe the Republicans could mount a challenge. I don't believe that statewide Republicans would support a challenge. And I believe the people of Indianapolis would vote for a Democrat again just because they have to vote for a Democrat. They cannot see their way clear to trying something better. This is, I think, where we are. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm missing something. I would love to be wrong. I want to continue to try and convince Hoosiers in Marion County that they don't have to have this. They can try something else. This clearly isn't working. This guy clearly, in my view, lies. This guy clearly, in my view, can't answer a question. And based on his presentation last summer in a park, I'm running from something. I'm not run. I don't think he's okay. That was a really ugly scene from Mayor Joe Hogsett. Now, if he wants to refute what I'm saying, I've got 5 microphones and no waiting. What I said is I'm not going to speak to the man casually, cordially, outside of a studio setting. I'm not his friend. You won't come on the show. Your staff keeps you from doing interviews in the main. And you want to be chummy with me if you see me on the street? Don't holler at a player if you see him on the street. You show up to the studio and answer questions. Rokita does. Liz Brown does. Why don't you? You want to talk? I'll dedicate the whole hour. I'll dump every commercial. We'll get to the bottom of this. Tough questions are going to be asked, but you're going to have a chance to answer them, Mayor Hogsett. He once told me he listens to the show. No. He has a staffer listening to the show. That much is for sure. Then there's the story of the IU student paper. I want to make sure I've got this story right because people on social media are apoplectic. I want to make sure I understand the story. If I have it right, the student daily there, they went from a daily publication to just an online publication with some print publications a few times a year for special events. They had an advisor, and allegedly what IU was telling the advisor was, don't let them in these special event publications. Print news. Focus on the special event, the mini or whatever the case may be. The advisor said, I'm not going to do that. They fired the advisor, to which the student daily was like, what in the world is this? That led people to talk about it, and then IU canceled the ability for them to even print these special publications. I don't know if it's 3 times a year, 5 times a year, whatever it is. And now they're like, okay, now we can't even print the dang thing. They're still online, but they can't print. Now, part of the reason they can't print is because the paper makes no money, and last I read, they were in the hole some $500,000 because it was being supported even though they weren't bringing in the revenue. So I can understand not printing. So that's an economic conversation. Did IU get involved in what content they're doing? Well, that's certainly a different subject. So do I understand what's going on? Do I understand the story right? And is this a conversation about not supporting a paper that doesn't bring in enough revenue to support itself? Or is this about trying to influence what they did print when they were actually physically printing? Tony at TonyKatz.com. Send me an email. Let me know. Matt Bear's got traffic. What's up, Matty Boo Boo?
Northeast side, northbound 69 at East 82nd Street. Jackknife semi-trailer is blocking 3 left lanes. It pounded one barrier wall, hit the other, and then it came to a rest in a jackknife position. Traffic is jammed up. Back to the 465 ramps, and speaking of that exit from northbound 465 to northbound 69 on the northeast side, it's closed to limit traffic into the area. We are jammed up all the way past Penn Pike, almost to I-70. Delay time just for that northbound stretch is at 25 minutes. Now, eastbound 465 trying to exit to northbound 69. Those exit lanes are slow back to Allisonville Road. If you're coming up Benford, try to get on northbound 69. It can be done. That ramp is open, but we are backed up to 71st Street. Had a crash earlier, Benford at 75th. East side crash, northbound 465, shy of I-70 slow to Washington Street, US 40. Westbound 70 into North Split, that's a crash. Exiting to northbound 65, it's on the left shoulder, slow to rural. Crash clear. Carmel, southbound 31 at 111th Street, still slow from 116 to 106. Traffic sponsored by Indy Decorative Concrete. Transform your backyard this fall with Indy Decorative Concrete. Get a free outdoor furniture set with their best stamped concrete patio package. Hurry. Offer ends November 1st. Visit IndyDecorativeConcrete.com for details. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
If you're experiencing a hardship and need to quickly sell your home, we may be able to help. Simple Quarters has helped over 3,000 families sell their homes in Indiana.
Simple Quarters has helped me by allowing me to sell my house. It's given me the financial stability to be able to move and go on with that next chapter. Simple Quarters was the best option for me because there was no BS involved. It was simply straightforward, to the point, honesty. And that is what made me go with Simple Quarters. There was nothing that I didn't expect. They didn't have hidden fees. They didn't ask me to go get an appraisal. They didn't ask me to have a surveyor come out. This has probably been one of the easiest experiences in my life. And if I ever have to do it again, I would call Simple Quarters again. Simple Quarters absolutely kept their word through the whole process.
Call Simple Quarters 317-900-HOME. 317-900-HOME.
Transform your backyard this fall with Indy Decorative Concrete. Get a free outdoor furniture set with their best stamped concrete patio package. Hurry, offer ends November 1st. Visit IndyDecorativeConcrete.com for details.
Well, the Fed just sounded the alarm. The stock market is dangerously overvalued. And if your retirement savings are tied up in the market, this could be the smart time to protect and grow your savings outside of Wall Street. Hey, one option gives you a 20% upfront bonus. It's got a competitive return that's averaged 10% annually for the last 10 years.
So here's the simple math. If you invest $200,000, you get an upfront $40,000 bonus. That's $240,000. That $240,000 could earn 10% or $24,000 in the first 12 months. So, in the first year, that original $200,000 could grow to $264,000. Get all the information from Bill Demery, your retirement guy. Call 317-648-5120. That's 317-648-5120. 648-5120. Bill Demery, your retirement guy.
At Life Church, we believe that the truth of the Word of God is for all ages and vital to their ability to thrive in our current culture.
Barna research shows a child's faith is often set by age 13. That's why we're passionate about reaching kids and teens with truth and love right now.
With safe spaces, committed volunteers, and a foundation built on God's Word, Life Church is here to help your whole family grow in Jesus.
Whether your kids are just starting out or learning to own their faith, we're ready to walk that journey with you.
Go to lifechurchin.com for service times and locations. Parents, you can do this. We will help you.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
Designated terrorist gangs. Clear radar, 56 degrees in downtown Indianapolis, going up to 70 today. I'm Ryan Hedrick. Here's what's trending at 8:31. That's how U.S. Ambassador to the United Nations Mike Waltz describes Venezuelan drug traffickers.
President Trump is going to do whatever it takes and use all the tools in the toolkits from the intelligence community, from the Department of War, and of course diplomatically to defend U.S. sovereignty against actions that are actively killing Americans.
And Waltz was on Fox and Friends a couple of minutes ago. President Trump says that he has authorized the CIA to carry out covert operations in Venezuela. Since September, the U.S. military says that they have killed 27 drug traffickers racing in speedboats along the Caribbean. Tonight, the three main candidates for New York City mayor will square off in a debate.
Current frontrunner Democrat Zoran Mamdani took aim at ex-New York Governor Andrew Cuomo, the independent in the race, telling Fox's Martha McCallum he wants voters to see for whom he believes Cuomo is running.
Frankly, I wish it was more like NASCAR, so New Yorkers could see the billionaires that were sponsoring him right on his suit jacket.
Republican Curtis Lewa will also be on the stage, but Cuomo said he thinks voters already know it's not a choice of three candidates.
I think it is a two-man race.
That's Fox's Gernal Scott reporting. A storm system expected to move across the state this weekend and be here late Saturday into Sunday, bringing rain and thunderstorms.
Yeah, so we're going to kind of start on Saturday afternoon, seeing some gusty winds of 25 to 35 miles per hour or so during the day. We're expecting rain to move in from west to east during the evening hours, with most of the rain falling during the overnight hours into early Sunday.
Forecaster Andrew White at the National Weather Service says temperatures will drop this weekend and into Monday into the 30s, 40s, and a high of 60 Tuesday and Wednesday. Human trafficking and prostitution and 3 arrests in central Indiana. John Herrick with the details.
State police say this investigation involving several law enforcement agencies has gone on for more than a year, and it's revealed that several businesses were being operated as fronts for prostitution disguised as legitimate massage parlors. Police say they got search warrants for these businesses that were in Indianapolis, Carmel, Noblesville, and Kokomo. The 3 people who were arrested Wednesday are facing felony charges, and there was one adult victim who later got help from the Department of Homeland Security. John Herrick, 93 WIBC Mobile News.
J.M. Smucker is taking Trader Joe's to court, claiming the grocery chain ripped off its Uncrustables PB&J sandwiches.
In the lawsuit, Smucker says it can't allow others to use Smucker's valuable intellectual property to make sales. Smucker is seeking restitution and wants a judge to order Trader Joe's to deliver all products and packaging to Smucker to be destroyed. Trademark experts say Trader Joe's could argue that the sandwiches are slightly more square than Uncrustables and that the crimping is simply functional. Ginny Cosola, Fox News.
And sports on WIBC. The Indianapolis Colts are 5-1 and sitting on top of the AFC South this morning. Head coach Shane Steichen says their early season success comes from sticking to their system and believing in it.
It's not chasing the results, it's chasing improvement. And that's what we're after every day, is chasing the improvement of getting better and not worrying about tomorrow, but we're worrying about here and right now.
And he says he's hoping all the team's prep pays off this weekend with stronger defense on third down.
Just like our offense in the red zone, it was like, why are we struggling early in the red zone? I don't know, we had some penalties, and now we've been pretty good in the red zone. Each week's different, you know what I mean? You're going to have good games. You're going to have games where you improve on certain situations, and you work through that process.
And the Colts are in L.A. to take on the Chargers Sunday, kickoff at 4:05. Third-ranked IU plays Michigan State in Bloomington for homecoming weekend. IU enters a nearly 4-touchdown favorite. Saturday's kickoff is at 3:30. And in the baseball playoffs, the ALCS, the Toronto Blue Jays crushed the Seattle Mariners 13-4. but Seattle still holds a 2-1 lead in that series. Tonight, the Dodgers and the Brewers, and again, the Blue Jays and the Mariners. Sports brought to you by Ball State Athletics. I'm Ryan Hedrick on the level, on the go. And at WIBC.com at 8:35, traffic on the 5s. What are you watching, Matt Bear?
Northeast side, Ryan. Cleanup continues on a jackknife semi-trailer northbound 69 at East 82nd Street. 3 left lanes are blocked. We're stopped to 465. And also that exit ramp on the northeast side, northbound 465 to northbound 69. That is shut down to limit traffic into the area. We are backed up all the way past Penn Pike to I-70. That's a delay coming in at 22 minutes. Eastbound 465 exiting to northbound 69 is slow in those exit lanes, and northbound Benford Boulevard going to northbound 69 also slow back to East 71st Street. South side looking good right now on eastbound 465, but we do have a slowdown northbound 65 Raymond into the south split because of construction, and a crash on the east side northbound 465 at I-70. No delay there, just a bit of a slowdown as you make your way to the I-70 interchange. Traffic sponsored by Indy Decorative Concrete. Transform your backyard this fall with Indy Decorative Concrete. Get a free outdoor furniture set with their best stamped concrete patio package. Hurry, offer ends November 1st. Visit IndyDecorativeConcrete.com for details. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
55 degrees in the American Standard Cooling Weather Center. The time is 8:37.
He's Donald Trump's #1 enemy in Congress, Chicago politician Dick Durbin. Now, Durbin has a new scheme. He's doing the dirty work to benefit corporate megastores. Durbin's bill could cut corners on your credit card security, putting your personal data at risk. Big chain retailers and warehouse stores want to inflate their profits, and liberal Dick Durbin would help them do it. Tell senators, say no to the megastores and Dick Durbin. Paid for by the Electronic Payments Coalition.
How bad is it? Don't sugarcoat it. Give it to me straight. Want coffee?
I think I need some coffee.
Time to fill up on the news. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. Fill up on the news presented by Simple Quarters. Need to sell your home without the hassle? Sell your home to people you can trust. Simple Quarters. Call right now. 317-900-HOME. 317-900-HOME. Dow futures up 64. NASDAQ futures are up 113. Oil prices still under 60. $58.57 per barrel on the West Texas crude coming out of the ground, out of the oceans. The Brent crude at $62.23. The 10-year Treasury 4.013. So we have come down a little. Not sure where we're going to go. And the thing that has been confusing me and still does, gold prices. $4,248 an ounce. I don't know what to do with that information. Silver, $52.93 an ounce. Are we looking at gold 5,000 and silver 60? I don't know. I'm not trying to. I have no way to answer this. This is crazed. Certifiable, by the way, are these numbers. It's remarkable. The heights, the growth of gold just in the past 30 days. Unbelievable. If I can look at the last 3 months. Yeah. So let me go to, how about this? January of 2025, gold was at $1,878 an ounce. January. If I go to April, it was at $2,575 an ounce. If I go to, let's see, where am I? Hold on. July, $3,300 an ounce. It's supposed to be a hedge against inflation. It's supposed to mean that we've got a problematic economy. Market seems to keep on moving. Everybody's recording profit numbers. JP Morgan, Bank of America, All of them. I don't know what it's supposed to mean. I don't know what it's supposed to do with the information. All I know is a lot of people are like, I could sell this bracelet. That's the only thing I know for sure is happening. If you have been selling, I'd like to know what you've been getting for it. Because what I gave you is known as the spot price. And I don't think people who buy are buying at the spot price. I think there's got to be some kind of discount so they can make the spread in the middle when they sell to a refinery or somebody else. So if you have sold it, what are you getting for it? Your gold, your silver, any precious metal. Curious to know. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. Power is important, and without it, you've got a problem. You can't wait until the power goes out to figure out what you're going to do. You should call Generator Supercenter today and get a free estimate on a Generac automatic standby generator for your home. Generator Supercenter is the nation's #1 Generac generator dealer. This is the generator you want, and you can see all of them. Check out the showroom where 96 meets 69. It's kind of amazing. You've got these different generators for different purposes, different ways of connecting, different ways of being powered. And why does it matter? Because this is about you, your home, your need, your comfort level. So you know that everything is going to work, because when the power goes out with the grid, whatever the problem is, it's going to kick right back on because you prepared with Generator Supercenter. Prepare your way. Generator Supercenter, a Generac automatic standby generator. They take care of the monitoring. They've got the financing available with low monthly payments. They've got the selection. Let Generator Supercenter take care of it all. Talk to them today. 317-827-0808. Tell them Tony Katz sent you. 317-827-0808. Generator Supercenter, 827-0808.
Greetings from R&R Agency, your Indiana health insurance pros, and a sincere thank you to our loyal customers for helping us to another record year. We recently saved a 62-year-old retiring couple over $800 monthly when compared to their COBRA offerings. We recently saved a family of 4 over $400 monthly when compared to their $7,500 deductible program on the ACA, and you know that's still Obamacare. We recently saved a small 4-man manufacturing company over $1,000 monthly and gave them better coverage. We feature coverages guaranteed to age 65, low out-of-pocket expenses, the largest networks in the country, and you can sign up anytime. If you are retiring early, self-employed, or need coverage for your small group, call us at 317-563-0868 or go to rragency.org. If you don't call us, we can't help you. What do you got to lose? Call us 317-563-0868 or go to rragency.org. As always, God bless America, common sense government, and peace through strength.
Of all the times to buy new Lincoln, right now is the very best time at Tom Roush Lincoln. Get 0% APR for up to 48 months on 2025 Lincoln Corsair, Nautilus, or Aviator. Plus get a $1,000 Tom Roush Trade Assist bonus. So come get that new Lincoln from Tom Roush Lincoln, where our family's been serving yours for over 53 years.
Subject to credit approval. Not all buyers will qualify. See dealer for complete offer details. Offer ends 10/31/2025.
Truck drivers, don't miss out on the unmatched consistency of a Schneider driving job. At Schneider, you can find a driving position that fits your lifestyle and goals, all while getting the pay you deserve. Plus, Schneider drivers operate state-of-the-art, well-maintained equipment and have access to award-winning benefits and a 24/7 support team. Explore Schneider's huge selection of driving jobs today and find your perfect fit at SchneiderJobs.com. That's SchneiderJobs.com.
You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You've still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and help strengthen your immune response. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Schedule in minutes at VaxAssist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Traffic on the 5s, and don't worry, the TK Music Moment is coming up. Don't ask. But Matt Bear's got traffic.
All right, Tony, northeast side, jackknife semi-trailer, northbound 69 to 82nd Street. In the last few minutes, we were able to kick open a couple of lanes. Left lane still blocked slow to 465. The exit ramp on the northeast side from northbound 465 to northbound 69. That ramp is still closed, and that has us jammed up all the way past Penn Pike, and that makes a delay of 20 minutes. Eastbound 465 slow in the exit to northbound 69. That's backed up not quite to Allisonville Road, but there is a backup, and slow coming northbound to Benford Boulevard to that northbound 69 connector ramp, slow from 71st up to the interchange. East side northbound at 465 shy of 70. That's a crash on the right shoulder. A little bit of a slowdown, no delay. Northbound 65 on the south side, stop and go before Raymond Street into the south split because of construction. Traffic sponsored by Indy Decorative Concrete. Transform your backyard this fall with Indy Decorative Concrete. Get a free outdoor furniture set with their best stamped concrete patio package. Hurry, offer ends November 1st. Visit IndyDecorativeConcrete.com for details. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
55 degrees in the American Standard Cooling Weather Center. The time is 8:46.
Let's go! You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and help strengthen your immune response. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Schedule in minutes at vaxassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Do you need furnace or heat pump service? Need to find a local well-trained expert you can trust, like Price Point Comfort Heating and Cooling? We'll find that independent American Standard Air dealer at IndyHomeComfort.com.
Colts fans, they're on a roll, and so are we. It's the Colts Ultimate Tailgate, Sunday, October 26th at noon at the Slippery Noodle. Come pregame with WIBC for the wildest party before kickoff. Drink specials, tailgate games, prizes, and non-stop Colts hype. Details at WIBC.com.
Time to play America's favorite game. What the heck is that television theme song? And we know we skipped the music moment. Don't worry, we're going to get there. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. Here's how the game works. Producer Kurt, who's in for producer Kylan, who's in for producer Carl, who's on assignment, selects a television theme song from yesteryear. I have to guess what it is. Turn it up. Matt Baer, do you know what this is?
I believe that's Emily in Paris, Tony.
Nicely done. Well done. Well played. Well played.
The
chat room is allowed to chime in if you're watching the live stream, youtube.com/WIBC. And according to them, because it did have a little bit of a Western flair, that is the theme to Walker, Texas Ranger. There it is. It was faint, but I heard it. There it is. Much better. Much better. Good job, chat room. Well done. Nice to know you guys don't get out of the house much and watch a lot of TV. I was moving so quickly, I forgot about the TK music moment. See, the world's crazy, but we don't have to be. This is exactly the point. You need a moment to slow down, to breathe. My gosh, boo-boo. I wouldn't forget. I did forget. But now I bring it back. The TK music moment presented by Killadent. KillaDentRemoval.com. You want to get rid of the door dings, the hail damage on the hood, on the roof, in the doors. You got hit by a shopping cart. Kill a Dent Removal. KillaDentRemoval.com is who you call. They'll come to you. Their mobile dent repair, paintless dent repair. They'll make the car look as good as new. Look absolutely fantastic. KillaDentRemoval.com is who you call. They bring you the TK Thursday music moment, which is about the idea that the world is crazy, but we don't have to be crazy. And everybody's nuts. They're crazed. They're out of their heads. If you look at social media, you will go insane. So we got to take a breath. We got to take a beat. We can't be driven crazy by these people. We take a moment, we listen to some music, and then we get back to the fight. Just that easy. So usually I play it earlier. I was moving so quick, moving too quick. Even I have to slow down from time to time. So I bring you the slowdown. I bring you to 2001. I know, pretty recent in terms of the songs that I do. A song where the music was completely ripped off from Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers' American Girl. They admit it. They admit it. Guys, roll down your windows. Pour yourself a drink. Maybe you work third shift. I'm not here to judge. I don't care what it is. Step outside, breathe in some fresh air, turn up the speakers. The TK, Tony Katz, that's me. Thursday Music Moment, presented by KillADentRemoval.com. From The Strokes, it's Last Night. Producer Kurt, hit it. Yeah, that's going to work. That's going to be all right. I'm sorry I played it late, but better late than never. The TK, Thursday Music Moment, presented by KillADent, KillADentRemoval.com. On Tony Katz today at noon, we'll look more into what's going on with the United States and Venezuela. This credit swap with Argentina, and whether or not this has value. The shutdown is on day 42 trillion. And John Fetterman is the only guy in Congress making sense. And as we said, Democrats don't want him. And if you head on over to Axios, Dems plot Fetterman ouster. No kidding. You must be a full-on progressive. You must be Bernie Sanders. And if you're not Bernie Sanders, you're out. Can we just admit that Bernie Sanders is a fool and the people who follow him are children? And your job is to help your children through foolish things. I will discuss that all on Tony Katz today at noon. And then check out the first this afternoon, this evening. I'll be on with Sean Spicer. Looking forward to that. Matt Baer has got traffic.
Northbound 69 jackknife semi at 82nd. The ramp from northbound 465 to northbound 69 is closed. Traffic sponsored by Indy Decorative Concrete. Transform your backyard this fall with Indy Decorative Concrete. Get a free outdoor furniture set with their best stamped concrete patio package. Hurry. Offer ends November 1st. Visit IndyDecorativeConcrete.com for details. Matt Baer, WIBC Traffic.
Everybody knows Hubler's got the best warranty around. 10 years, 200,000 miles. But did you know? Now you can get that same limited powertrain warranty on new Toyotas. Introducing the all-new Hubler Toyota. Get grand opening savings all month long. And right now, lease a new 2025 RAV4, just $349 per month. Or a new Tacoma, $289 per month. Plus, choose from Camrys, Corollas, Highlanders, Tundras, and more.
Hubler's got you covered
at the all-new